Hello and welcome to the Velveteen Lounge. We have one person watching. Woohoo! Thank you. Whoever is watching, we appreciate you. Hey, stop it.
We do appreciate you.
2 people watching. Yes. Is that train too loud? Well, we got the electric chain running under the January tree. So let us know if it's too loud.
Let us know. I could. It's a little whooshy noise, and I figured I would let it run because it's good to let it run. Because when we tried to set it up for the December tree, it was just sort of stalling out really terribly. Hey, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, y'all.
Welcome from Oklahoma. Good to see you
first
here.
On the
Thank
block.
you for joining
good to
us.
see you, sir. But definitely. So, I just kind of left it because we had way too much going on, like before and during.
Hi, Lisa, and hi, Pepper Tree. Hi, Mom.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Happy
Yay, good.
Then,
People are joining.
Recently, you asked me to get the train going, and I was like, all right. So I took a look.
I did.
And I said, what's wrong with this anyway? And I said, well, the basic thing is that it seems to be like making poor contact. So I cleaned the rails. And then it was better, but it wasn't great. Then I got really good contact cleaner, and now it's like running. So you know what? Do you run your little HO trains? Keep your rails clean.
Wait a minute. Hello from the ER. What? Pepper Tree, what? I just saw your comment.
Holy.
Hello from the ER?
Okay.
What's going on?
Please
oh my God.
Detail.
Yeah.
So we know that,
no one is. Now I'm worried.
No one's having a
yeah. I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Well, I suppose we took you there a few years back because you were in extreme pain, and they got you.
And they didn't help at all. So
I thought they gave you some painkillers and sent you on
They
your
did
way.
not.
They did not.
They told me to buy Midol or something.
Okay, well.
Oh no, Tylenol. They told me to buy Tylenol.
Buy some Tylenol.
It's like really, I had to come to the ER.
I had to incur a fee with you guys.
Anyway,
tell me.
I'm sure your ER is better than ours.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope everything's okay too.
Yeah, seriously.
How is everyone else this evening? And happy birthday, Elvis. Elvis would have been 90 today.
That's right. The big 9.
Some think he never left.
Hawaii 9-0.
Who knows if he'd still be alive at 90, but
well, I think that the folks in his family did tend to live some pretty long lives, so it's always possible. Now, on the regimen of medications he was taking, no, really,
no.
That was bad.
Hi, Julie. Good to see you.
I like that. The Elvis Teen Lounge Wednesday.
Oh, and Gettysburg, ma'am. Hi, Gettysburg, ma'am. And yes, thoughts with Southern California.
You're telling me we're seeing
and
the
Pepper Tree. Oh my God, there's a lot going on.
It's looking like Pacific Northwest about 4 years ago, where it was just heavy smoke. It's looking like we had the Canadian fires. This was I think 2 years ago maybe, or was it a year and a half ago? It was like during the spring, and I remember we were getting warnings to stay inside. Air quality truly terrible.
Oh, I know, but and there were forest fires close to here this summer, but nothing that endangered us.
But enough that we were smelling.
Hi,
it, so,
Dime.
yeah,
Aloha. Good to see you.
I'm sort of in my aloha phase because I've got the shirt with Elvis in his aloha shirt. That's a real meta thing, and I didn't actually have a really good lay, so I got my kukui nuts, and I decided to go for the captain's hat in honor of, I think it's Fun Acapulco or Girls. Yeah, that's the one where he's like a shrimp fisherman. Thanks to the rolling. Thanks to the
Lisa said
sea.
My mom and Elvis are a day apart in their birthdays. My mom was the 9th and Elvis was the 8th. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I love it.
I bet
Capricorn.
I bet she thought about that kind of thing often. So
hi, Errol. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, do you have something special for us?
Oh, thank you, Dime. Appreciate that. Aw.
Oh, much appreciated. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you have the Elvi, and I have the Elvi.
I have a different Elvi. Well,
my Elvis is really just the same Elvis over and over again.
I've got kind of 50s Elvi, and you've got 60s Elvi.
This is the Elvis in Hawaii Elvi, the
Blue Hawaii
Elvi. I'm pointing to it right there, and yes, he's got a really nice lay. I did not, so I decided to eschew the lay.
Bless you.
Thank you. And I went for the kukui nuts instead, as I said a second ago. But they're still there. And the great thing about the kukuis is that they're pretty durable and they don't wilt. So you're good, like forever. So anyway.
All right.
Thanks to the rolling. Okay, I'll stop that.
You can sing.
You can sing.
You can sing.
I'm trying to avoid a copyright strike.
I'm not. I don't think they're worried about you singing.
No, but
Elvis
they'll be
songs.
recognized, and then suddenly they're like, naughty, naughty.
Oh, Josie had her birthday last Sunday. She's 14 years. Happy
baby.
birthday, Josie. I love it.
Big
I
fun.
love it.
Big fun.
Oh, and we have a little snack
Oh, yes, we do have something to try.
to share with you this evening. Well, we're going to try it
You're going to try it.
and see if you should bother.
Yeah, I'd love to
feel like
share it with you, but you're going to have to make it yourself.
We're both going to need a drink first,
I think we will. And do we have little plates and things?
No. We have cocktail napkins.
A couple of them. I could get some little plates. That's okay.
Why don't you do that?
I will do that.
Okay.
But first.
But first. A drink.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Shall we?
We went to Sardi's last night. We went to see Gypsy on Broadway last night, which was amazing.
Amazing. It's really astonishingly good. You got one right behind you. I'm going to fill it with ice.
11 stars. Like I could not love it more.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. When Lisa got her card reading this week, we laughed. How did Glendora know we had an appointment with our financial advisor this week? Glendora knows. Yeah.
The mystic seer.
So what Errol is referring to is our Patreon patrons at the $15 or higher level,
aka the box wino,
get their horoscope and tarot card reading every week.
Yeah.
Personal reading
from Glennie to you. Cards
Hi,
and horoscope
Susan. Good
together
to see
again.
you.
It gets incorporated. Sometimes the cards are a little different, and it's just like, well, that's not really quite supporting the scope. But sometimes they're spot on. You know,
well, she'll tell you, like, she'll read the horoscope and then pull out some cards and be like, I think this has to do with your horoscope. I don't think this has to do with your whatever. But anyway, sometimes they match up and it's quite eerie.
It's amazing.
Anyway.
And by the way, at that level, you also get all the stuff that the patrons at the $5 and $10 levels get. So like that, it accumulates as you go up.
All right, that's okay. That's our commercial plug for the evening.
Commercial plug for the evening. Right. At the lower levels, you don't get the horoscope because that's strictly a Glennie thing. You do not have to be a box wine aficionado or a box wino in order to appreciate the box wino level.
That's the end of our commercial plug.
There we go.
We appreciate all of our
Patreon. We do, seriously. And then all of your current patrons, we love you.
Right.
And I know you appreciate getting all these goods. So
we love you all.
Dime notes that his horoscope is sometimes scarily accurate. Whoa.
I love it.
It's amazing. It was like 24 hours ago where we were being like frightened by Audra McDonald on Broadway.
Oh my God, she was so good.
She's
so good. Seriously
intense in this role. And the role is what's frightening.
Oh, thank you, Susan.
That's the thing. Wow.
She's intense. Hi, Eric. Yes, hope everyone in California is safe from the fires.
Seriously.
Hi, Peter. Good to see you.
Area. I've seen some
Colonel Keg. Hi, Colonel Keg. Good to see you. Is it peanut butter whiskey and nanner liqueur cocktail a thing? Yes, it is.
Because you know what we're using tonight is the Elvis. What is it called again? The Midnight Snack whiskey, which is peanut butter, banana, and bacon flavored. So I'm going to have to go ahead with yes.
But so I'm making something called Banana Cream Dream. And I started with 2 ounces Reposado tequila. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to add a third of an ounce of vanilla liqueur. I'm using Giffard Vanille de Madagascar, which we're almost out of.
I think you're getting a third of an ounce out of that. Like that full thing looks like a third to me.
Oh my God.
There's like nothing left.
Need to kill it.
Kill it.
I don't want to kill it into my drink because it won't be balanced. We'll kill it. I guess we'll kill else.
Maybe we make another one. You never know.
We'll kill it in something else. Yep. But yes, it needs to leave. And a third of an ounce banana liqueur. I made this banana liqueur
a while ago, and it's totally holding up. And I tell you, the process to make that, the stuff that's left over is so horrible. But you completely suck the life out of the bananas.
But Giffard makes a good one.
You do not have to squeeze bananas yourself to get banana liqueur.
de Brazil.
Banana de Brazil is an excellent banana flavor. It's all natural flavors. It's really like one of the few on the market that you would bother with. A lot of the other ones look like you took some Laffy Taffy and soaked it and
I did
and you've
not.
got the banana flavor out of it. And I think no shade on Laffy. It does its job, but that's artificial flavor.
Laffy.
That's artificial flavor.
I think someone's name Laffy Taffy.
Laffy Taffy.
All right.
Jocko.
Three quarters of an ounce fresh lemon juice.
I didn't think the bitter's over, unfortunately.
I brought some. And 4 dashes Fee Brothers Black Walnut Bitters. Let's go back to the broadcast.
There we go. Bingo. And oh yes, please discuss amongst yourselves. I'm glad when the audience actually did say hi. You know what? I'm going to grab those plates because we're going to need them in no time at all.
He wants to be fancy.
Uh,
Okay. Hi, Dan. Good to see you. Yes, Banana Brazil. Great stuff. Yeah, made the Banazarac possible. Dan makes an amazing drink called the Banazarac. It's so good. Anyway, maybe he'll share the recipe with us. Oh, we already put ice in here. Shake with ice and strain into a cocktail glass. Oh, he turned off the train.
You came into the station. I've taken some passengers.
Elvis would have been 90, yes.
Bingo.
Today.
Bingo, yes. This is the thing. Your math is mathing right on target there, ma'am. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Dime had it at Ohana. Yeah, it is incredible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Made the Banazarac possible. Seriously, this is excellent stuff. And wait, what's the name of that drink again?
Banazarac.
Do,
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 do.
do.
Banazarac.
Do, 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 do. Anyway,
Banazarac.
I
Oh,
will take
okay,
a
okay.
chilled cocktail glass if you don't mind.
I happen to have one of those right here.
Of course, like now I wanted chilled glass. I was wearing my sweater right up until showtime. I'm like, it's so cold in here.
It's because it's bloody hell outside. And Northeast is under a chill. I think that's extending way past the Mid-Atlantic. And geez, I bet Graceland is like, brrr.
I mean,
Speaking of which,
walking uptown in New York City today, it was like getting slapped in the face repeatedly. Okay. We're out of space over here.
it was. In fact, and last night
Thank
when
you.
we were headed to the show, we turned the corner to go just go up 44th Street to the theater, and then it's like
I know.
run your ear. You're like,
Oh,
you know. And then we get to the
Banana
theater,
Cream Dream.
and they have to check people through the metal detector and all that, and we're waiting like, oh boy, you know. Luckily, the wind died down.
This is a Banana Cream Dream with no cream. The hip replacements would have been clattering. I feel like I need a knee replacement.
Oh man. I tell you.
I bought tap shoes
Oh yes.
yesterday. I have had tap shoes in the past, but I'm gonna start tapping again. I've decided.
Well, this is quite nice.
This is quite nice.
I took 2 sips.
I know.
Sheesh.
Me a little sensitive. Anyway,
I was being Jacuzzi'd over here. I'm just saying. I tell you. Thank you very
no,
much.
it's Jacques Cuset.
Oh, there we go. Wasn't that French explorer, oceanographer in the 70s? You know?
Jacques Cuset.
Cuset. Yeah, that's the guy. You know all
Mm,
about it. Anyway, you got a thing, and I'm you know, envious of it. So I got to do a thing too.
so good.
So I'm doing something which I found something to vary up here, and I'm titling this one "We're Coming in Loaded," and that just sounds like something else, doesn't
We
it?
still have half the bottle of this.
I guess we could use more of it.
We bought this like 2 years ago.
Yeah, you know, we got stuff.
I guess we're not drinking our Elvis whiskey.
I guess we need to
fast
drink
enough.
more Elvis whiskey faster. And yes, if that sounds like I made that up, no, it's actually the title of a song from Girls, Girls, Girls. And as I recall, it's a real rocker too. It's the last track on the album. So we're going to start off with 2 ounces of the Elvis Midnight Snack Whiskey.
So we have clam bake on the TV
Mhm.
on mute since Elvis.
Since Elvis.
They the shots of him, the close-ups of him water skiing. I'm like, if that's him water skiing, I'm 21 years old.
You can call me J. Edgar Hoover.
Exactly.
You know, that's not even Shelley Fabaret water skiing.
That's not even a good
That is
match shot.
one fantastic background they got going
I
on
know.
there. Oh, because I'm going to need this. I'm going to need the Bear's Intense and then lemon juice.
Yep.
And we can go back to. So that and that. Okay. Okay. Dude, seriously. Dude, come on. Thank you.
All right. Did you take down all of your Christmas trees? Not yet,
Not yet.
Susan. We're a little behind. we spent the night in the city last night, which was so fun. And then I was going to come home this morning, and then I decided to stay in the city today. So I'm so behind. Some of them are down. Some of them are
down.
Some are down.
The large tree is redecorated for January.
January, yes.
Tree.
And then the Elvis tree is staying up.
Elvis tree stays
January.
up. Yep. So we get that. And then another one of these trees gets repurposed as Valentine tree in February. So some of these trees will kick around. And in the meantime, some of them will come down.
Hi, Palace. Happy Elvis Day.
Your illumination has to come out of here.
Oh, it's all still up. Susan says, I know. It's crazy. Oh, Paul, you get the same kind of trouble I get into.
Girls.
I know, right? He does.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this is fun because this has a distinct banana aroma, which I think has been artificially stimulated. And it also has...
It smells like peanut butter.
Peanut butter and the bacon. So it's only 70 proof. So it's...
All right, let's try it.
Pretty
all right.
ordinary.
I think we need to
on this stuff.
taste it. Since I haven't
tasted it in a hot minute.
Drinking it for a while. Should I get some shots?
Sure.
Okay.
But do it fast, because boy.
I know, it was really cold.
Boy, it's bitter.
All right.
Boy, it's bitter. Anyway, that allows me to grab, I think I said it was the Bear's Intense and lemon. Yes. Half. And the black walnut bitters. Here we go. Bear's Intense, which is one of your happy places for ginger liquor on the market. Highly recommended. We shot a great episode there. Those folks were very accommodating.
These glasses are
really great people.
They're frozen. It's like they were in the freezer, but they were just in the tiki room.
Yeah, sheesh. It'll get you cold. Tell you that much. 1/2 ounce of the fresh lemon. I might throw a peel in mine too.
Oh, I forgot the peels. All right, I'm going to do a peel in mine too.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
I got a peel for you. I've got a peel for you.
A peel for you. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
There we go.
All right.
And I need the black walnut bitters.
Oh, here you go.
Okay, 4 dashes of these. These are a lot of fun, and I think
I don't have to chill them.
I don't find these to be the go-to for a lot of drinks because sometimes they get a little buried. So if you keep it a little simple, the nut flavor will actually shine through, and they do have a nice bitter. So there we go.
Do you want to try some of this just by itself, or do you not care? You
got a shot glass there. I could do nothing but try it out. I might as well, Seriously, that's it. It's like it's a thing with drinks to keep the glasses cold, and professional bars don't have anywhere near that kind of freezer space. So you'll see a lineup of glasses with crushed ice in them, just sitting there getting cold. You want a cocktail? Guy starts mixing it up, takes the glass, dump, pours in. We were just at Sardi's.
I was gonna say that's what they were doing at Sardi's
as well.
Last night.
And that's why I was thinking of it.
All right,
here we go.
Sticky. Or any of your seeds sprouting?
Which seeds? We haven't planted any seeds lately, and nothing's going to grow right now anyway. Right now, everything that's outside is actually dying, which is unfortunate for the lavender. They actually held on for a second, but this is a hard freeze.
Pretty, this is pretty good. I would drink it straight because I kind of feel like that's how it's meant to be drunk. But
it's sweet.
But he's going to use it to drink
to the point that it is like a liqueur. The flavors are pretty good. I'm not getting that much bacon off of this. Interesting. You think it'd be a heavier hit? I think it needs a little more smokiness. That's what tends to punch the bacon flavor.
We went to Sardi's after the show. So I got a rye Manhattan and Paul got an aviation. And we got, everyone in there was getting the same thing because they have like their after hours bar food menu.
Yep.
This cracked me up. They had, everyone was getting these, they call it a cheese platter. And it's just like a little crock of pub cheese. And a whole bunch of individually wrapped Ritz crackers. I'm like, oh, it's classy. It's Ritz.
Check out that cocktail glass, by the way. Oh, they went away from it. That Bill Bixby has.
Oh, I see the flag.
With the checkered flag.
Yeah.
Fun.
Oh, I guess we also had a glass of Prosecco.
We did do that because, these drinks this size, they go down. So I did ask the guy with the aviation if he would leave out the violette until the very end. Shake the drink, pour it. So instead of having the violette incorporated, then you take it and kind of slip it in. What does that do? That forms a little layer. in the drink, a little blue layer, as if you're like a horizon line, something. Very cool. That's why I like to make those. A lot of places you'll just get a blue drink. Nothing wrong with it. It's a good drink to revive.
You know what? I should say what else I did today. It was kind of bad, but
I was a little bad.
A friend reminded me that Broadway week is coming up. So if you're going to be in New York,
now's the time.
A lot of shows are doing 2-for-1 tickets.
No, that's
so I got 2-for-1 tickets for Death Becomes Her and Oh Mary. So
we've been meaning to see Oh Mary because it looks, that of all the things out there right now looks seriously demented, and I can get to that.
Yes,
and we are unfortunately going to be missing Cole Escola in the role, but Cole wrote the show, so we're seeing.
Gilpin is coming.
But it's Betty Gilpin.
Anyway,
so I'm like, all right, well that rocks. Cheers.
I am. Yes, Kay Pals, we did a Broadway show once, but I was thinking the same thing. We should do another one.
Hey, this is really good. For some reason, those flavors are really punching each other there. Yeah.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, that's something. I'm getting real heavy lemonade. I think I give it a good squeeze of the peel. So I've got like the essences like riding over the thing. Broadway theme is kind of great, actually. Broadway.
Oh yeah, Peter.
Straight
they
from,
do. Yeah,
from Gypsy.
I was surprised they were open. I always thought they closed kind of early, but they were open after the shows, and they were busy.
We were passing by, intending to boogie down to see if we could get into Cane's or one of the other places right next to them. And she sees a couple of gals like walking in. She's like, "Wait a minute."
Hi, Joe. Good to see you.
Hey, Joe. Love me tender. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Now we're talking.
So, okay.
Anyway, I did not make the Love Me Tender. I made the We're Coming and Loaded.
For Patreon patrons now. In February, we will be doing a Jell-O collaboration with Pepper Tree Villa.
So you're up.
Very concerned. They're at the ER.
Yeah, I haven't heard. So I
got me worried.
Keeping the ear to the ground because.
But when you're all hyped up and everything is closed, I know, right?
Seriously?
Right? Well, the funny thing is our hotel was just a couple of doors away from Keen's, which is like our happy place, but we can only afford to go like 3 times a year. But
not an expensive place.
I was like, there are 7 bars on this block. I think we'll find something. But then we ended up going to Sardi's. Mm-hmm. Anyway. Hi, Kalaka boy. Good to see you too. Thank you for joining us. This is called glazed hors d'oeuvres. And what it is basically you make sandwiches and then you pour a coating of Jell-O over them.
To encase them.
You let that harden and then you pour more Jell-O over it and let that harden. And you can keep doing that until you have a really tall layer. I was not here to do more layers.
Finish that off.
So this is 2 layers. And I did peanut butter and banana sandwiches because Elvis. So.
Because just a few.
Oh, thank you. So
I will take one myself. So they should.
I was going to give myself this littler one.
That looks exactly the same size. Okay, so I'll try this one because it has been touched.
I'll tell you what I did in just a minute, but we're gonna
sample.
Try these.
So this is peanut butter and banana encased in en gelée.
Lemon-Jello.
Kind of tastes like the drink I'm drinking.
Why?
Why would somebody do this? Because you got a book and you got to fill it with Jell-O recipes. Boom.
It tastes like a soggy peanut butter and banana sandwich.
It really does.
Why would you do
It's a soggy sandwich.
It's not bad. It just tastes like a soggy peanut butter and banana sandwich. I'm not even really getting the lemon.
Glad we didn't try to serve this at a party because it might be like, interesting.
I will tell you, Barry.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It's not great. It's fine.
She may stop at 1.
I may stop at 1.
Someone can eat just one.
I don't know why you would do that. It just makes your sandwich soggy. Anyway.
I suppose it's not supposed to, but how are you going to avoid it? Your bread absorbs the gelatin before it congeals.
Okay, so.
Anyway,
I have that recipe from
the
new joys of Jell-O under the chapter. We had a Zoom with Pepper Tree the other
Mhm.
day, which was so much
It
fun.
was, really great.
But
They're hilarious people.
it's in the chapter things you've never thought of. There might be a reason you never thought of that idea. Yeah, look at all these sandwiches. They encased in Jello.
Yeah,
Why?
lovely. It looks
Anyway.
like fun. It genuinely looks like a great idea. And then you have it and say,
And then you eat it.
why? What happened here? That sounds like, I mean, like really,
Yeah.
I know sometimes on this show we play cocktail roulette. Well, this is like food roulette.
Jello, more
And
like
you try
gel no. Am I right? Hello. Hell no. It's Jello, more like hell no.
Is this thing on?
Yeah, glazed hors d'oeuvre. Yeah. I mean, try it if you want to.
Let's see.
But
The sandwich could be pre-coated with the crunch enhancer. That is the non-nutritive cereal varnish.
yes, that's what it needs.
It like coats.
It does.
It coats
needs
the
Clark
sandwich
Griswold's
and prevents the milk from penetrating and getting soggy.
non-nutritive cereal varnish.
I mean,
yes.
your cereal stays crunchy the whole time. You know.
The texture might be problematic for me, but kudos for trying it right. I know.
All right, I will have another because we've got them over here.
Hi, Amy. Happy Elvis Day.
This is a good size.
Oh, and happy David Bowie's birthday too. Yes,
that's right.
Yes,
that's right. We were actually talking to somebody just on Sunday who was talking about like also Bowie.
Yep.
So there we go.
Yep, you are correct. Test it on your sled.
No, there's the way to go.
Yeah, that was.
This one actually got a heavier coat of Jello. I got to say, that's kind of what the picture looks like. That's what you expect. Sandwiches encased in aspic. I'm kind of thinking more like entombed in aspic. And that itself may tell you all you need to know about the concept. It's not bad.
I still don't consider it an hors d'oeuvre, though, because like clearly they want you to pick them up and eat them as finger food. And
yeah, it's more like
they're messy.
It's more like finger sandwiches. And you're right, they are kind of messy because they're encased in gelatin.
Drink would be called Wham Bam. Thank you.
Yep.
You'll end up in a Walmart parking lot. Exactly.
Bingo.
Yeah. He nailed it.
Yeah. See how many times I have to like clean the fingers here
professional.
because these little sandwiches here.
Yeah, you don't want to have like wet wipes out for people because every time they touch an hors d'oeuvre, they get all
be like running to the men's and ladies to just like constantly.
This is so good.
Otherwise,
banana cream dream.
Otherwise, it's peanut butter and banana. These work well. So,
I might make another one of these later in the broadcast.
You might just, it's a good thing. Kind of fun.
Okay, Peter on Facebook is asking, who is David Bowie's best character? Chime in.
There we go. You got the Ziggy.
Give everyone gloves. I know, right?
You got the Ziggy. You got the Duke. You got what may be my favorite, The Man Who Sold the World. That's a really great album. Probably his first, hit record per se, because the predecessing album didn't quite cut it. And the former record didn't quite cut it. And then there's his first album proper, which contains a lot of stuff that sounds a lot more like
Goblin King. K Palace says.
There's a thing. Oh, that's right. That's right. Got that going on. I'm trying to think of who I'm thinking of though.
I love that the people are talking amongst themselves.
Yeah,
this makes me very happy.
Please do indeed.
Right. Although I can eavesdrop because I can see everyone's comments on both platforms.
What am I thinking of?
Spoiler, not spoiler, unless your cousin. I know what you meant.
I'm just going to think here for a second, and then it'll come to me.
Catherine fires up the microwave.
Got it. There's that first Bowie album, which is simply called David Bowie, as opposed to his second album, which is called David Bowie. Don't confuse these two. The second one contains the whole Major Tom thing, right?
He did an appearance on a SpongeBob special. I didn't know that. What?
Second album's got the Space Oddity, big hit. First album doesn't have any hits on it, and he sounds a hell of a lot more like Scott Walker than like Bowie. But it's got some fun stuff on it, like a really great song called "Love You Till Tuesday," which you can hear every Tuesday morning on the morning show on WFMU. But that's the thing. So it used to be really hard to find that. And now you can just go dial it up on your streamers and take a listen to what David Bowie was doing in 1966. So there you go.
I'm going to go grab a swizzle stick. I will be right back.
Pleased to do. So I actually took a listen to that one day, and I thought that there's some merit to it. It doesn't sound a lot like the rest of his work, but then neither does his second album. It's only when you get to like Men Who Sold the World and Hunky Dory where you're like, this is starting to sound more like the Bowie that you know. And then like the Ziggy Stardust saying, okay, fine. And then he just changes it up. He changed it up. What's your favorite Bowie character? You can go along for a long way on that kind of thing. It's kind of like, what's your favorite Elvis movie?
That's probably too short for a champagne flute.
That would probably poke just out, unfortunately, because it's kind of perfect.
I'm trying to find a good swizzle. That would have been so perfect. But it was too short.
It was just 2-2.
It was too. It was not enough, actually.
Oh, Key loves Love You Till Tuesday. It's a real fun song. He's got some peculiar rhymes in there, but it's peppy, and it really moves. It really sounds like a great piece of like Britpop from the period. And if it doesn't sound a whole lot like Bowie, it's like, well, that's what he was doing at the time. And before that, he was like an R&B guy. There was a couple of singles when it was like David Jones. I think it was like David Jones and Lower Third or something like that. There's no album from that period. And there's also the album that he made, which is covers of all of that R&B stuff that he was cutting his teeth on.
Oh, hi, Hugo. Good to see you. June Lockhart was a huge Bowie fan. She kept his picture on her wall. What? I love that. I love that.
Wow. Who knew? Funny.
Lunar New Year is January 29th. It'll be the year of the snake. Oh, I love that.
The year of the snake.
All right. We were already going to do a Union of the Snake drink.
There we go.
Right.
I know somebody who would try that. Pinups. Thank you, Key. That's what I'm thinking of, where he does all these covers. And the cover of the album, he is pictured with, I believe, Twiggy. As a matter of fact, on that. Who had just appeared in The Boyfriend like a couple years prior. So
thanks, Simon LeBon.
Thank you, Simon. You really made this whole thing much more easily for me.
All right. Well, we're already going to do that.
And boom. And
that's a great idea, Kalaka Boy. Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Yes, Twiggy. Davy Jones. He had to change his name because of the monkeys, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. Bowie had to like change it up because there was this other thing happening. And you know what? He's better as David Bowie than as just David Jones. It just doesn't sound like much. Although Davy Jones, we're all very familiar with. It's very true. But what am I thinking of? Pinups actually has a couple of good covers. He was very fond of the Pretty Things, and he does a good version of Don't Bring Me Down in Rosalind.
All the drinks with snakes in the name. Yes, and we have that snake tiki mug, too, that we got at Oceanic Arts. Can't go there anymore.
Oh, well. I'm going to tell you, things passed, but they had something like a 65-year run at retail and carved a hell of a lot of stuff. We got some video there. We interviewed them, and they were great guys. It was just like a really laid back place. It was just like everyone's in an aloha shirt. Hey, how you doing? You want to take a look around? Blah blah blah. And whoosh, but they had everything. They had like carvings this side. They had carvings bigger than me. They had the lamps hanging above you. They had the paraphernalia. They just had like all of the like accessory type stuff. The plastic pineapples. We have a couple of them out there.
I know.
They had all those things. Some of the stuff was pretty old, and it was still on their shelf.
Okay, I'm going to make another one. This is a mocktail. All of you doing dry January.
Okay.
Or
you can try this and enjoy it.
Who are off the sauce, period. I got you. Okay, so I am calling this, what am I calling this? Elvis Egg Cream. This is the 1.5, right?
That's 1.5.
Okay.
Exactly.
So to make Elvis Egg Cream, I'm starting with 1.5 ounces banana pudding milk. So to make banana pudding milk, all you do is combine
a package of banana pudding,
1 tablespoon banana cream pudding mix with 2 ounces of milk and stir.
Or should we say banana pudding? Banana pudding.
So I'm doing 1.5 ounces of that. And I did a double batch. So if we want to use this in something boozy, we could do that too.
Yes, we could.
All right.
We can make a boozy version of this.
But I was thinking that.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
It'll be dessert.
It kind of sounds like you don't need it.
Okay, so.
But still.
Okay. Oh, did I forget after all that? Hold on. Sorry.
Wait a minute.
Sorry.
Wait a minute. Oh, the cocoa bitters. Dang it. I hate when I forget one ingredient. But that's why we have two hosts so that one can duck out and grab the critical thing.
All right.
All right.
Optional. A dash of cocoa bitters, which you can totally use if you can get the cap off. Dang.
Is that the cocoa bitters or is that the chocolate bitters? What are you thinking of? The
chocolate? No, I mean, you can use cocoa, chocolate, whatever.
Because we've got the cocoa ones that are the Angostura. I just wanted to make sure that you were using the ones you wanted to.
I use them interchangeably, to be honest with you.
Okay, so there you go.
Okay. We're out of space. Okay.
Very limited room, after all.
All right. All you need beyond that is, where can you get a good egg cream in NYC nowadays? What is the name of that place? That diner on Lexington Avenue that they're kind of famous, actually. Okay, so I'm going to add, since this is an egg cream and not a champagne drink, I'm going to add a few ice cubes.
Yep. And
ideally, your seltzer would be chilled, but we bought this on the way home.
So
I'm going to fill with vanilla seltzer.
We should have just left it outside.
I know.
It would have been perfect in an hour.
Hi, William. Good to see you. Yes. Banana pudding. Yeah. Scott's.
Banana pudding.
My crazy tiki shelf, and I have that book. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. You should try it, Eric. Let me know what you think.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So we're going to fill with vanilla seltzer.
Hors d'oeuvre from hell.
Yes.
Right now, you got a real wicked layer.
I know.
So you have to shake it up the way that stir it up the way that you're intending to.
All right.
Maybe she was in fact singing banana pudding in her head. I know. Of course you were.
Yeah. What's the name of that?
So
I got to look it up. It's like a. Not Murray Hill. No. Oh, Lexington Candy Shop. Peter. It's called Lexington Candy Shop.
There you go.
I bet they would do a legit egg cream.
I mean, if Gem Spa is still there, obviously that was like the joint to do it back in the day. Kind of fun. I recall hearing about somebody years ago.
That is really good.
Right.
That is really good.
It's a desserty type thing, but
but I mean, it's got 1.5 ounces of the pudding thing, and the rest is just seltzer.
Yeah, that's pretty simple and good. Yeah. I remember hearing about somebody years ago who
banana milk in Publix. Yeah, banana milk would work for this. Yes,
went to a New York diner and asked for a coffee milk, and they're like, "What?" He's like, "You don't know how to make it." And he's like, "Okay, so give me an espresso and 2 couple packets of sugar and a big glass of milk and some ice cubes, and you throw it together, and there you go, coffee milk." And I'm thinking you could do the same.
This worked great
with it as to make a coffee egg cream, and here you just made a banana egg cream.
Oh, Laura, hi, and thank you. Appreciate that. But my son would love this mocktail. Yeah. Oh, he loves banana. Yep. Yes, totally.
Give it a try.
And the thing is, banana milk would work for this too, because I've had that. You could do that. Yeah. You would get a lot. I mean, I barely even touched that packet of pudding. So.
Yeah, you were saying that you had the option of that or the huge one, and you thought, I don't need that much banana pudding.
No.
Now we're gonna have to make the rest of it and get some bananas.
Now add the rum. Yep, Amy.
And make banana pudding.
Next, I will do something to liquor this up.
That's fun. I'm going to try that again because I thought it was pretty good.
A few drinks were had last night, so I thought maybe I should throw a mocktail in the mix.
Really not a bad idea to tone it down, shall we say. Yeah, that's all right. That is quite all right. I think if you enjoy the banana flavor and if you like banana milk, for instance, then you could give this a try. Pretty simple, good. Okay, well, I'm just about to finish this. I like this one a lot because it had a good combo of flavors. And I was getting a very heavy lemon hit because I just squeezed the peel over. And I think that's a good idea.
I'm so pleased
And
with
then
this.
and then I tried these sandwiches and I'm like, I think I'm eating what I'm drinking.
Hi, Mike.
It's kind of funny.
Good to
Yeah.
see you. Yeah. Of what's left of my
Some
eggnog
eggnog.
and a bit of rum.
Mhm.
I know we still have some eggnog too.
Some of it too. Yes, we do.
We got to get busy.
Slowly but surely, I roll away you down. I'm thinking Elvis movie music, which is not always great. I got to tell you, we actually have been collecting
What?
the movie albums for years. Whenever we run into them for cheap.
That's all right, mama. Oh, I got to finish off the eggnog.
Yep.
Oh, tasting history. I love tasting history. Yeah.
And we actually found a copy of
Still
really
not ignite anything near it.
nice, clean copy, original press of Harem Scarum. Great cover. I put the record on. I'm like, this score is terrible. This is like, this is why Elvis wanted to stop making movies.
Almost a banana nog. You know what? If you just did the milk, that would be like a banana nog. Really?
Doesn't like the banana candies. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that artificial.
Like those little those banana runts, for instance.
That's why you have to be careful about your banana liqueur.
There are brands on the market that are fairly well known. I don't need to name them. They contain a lot of bananas. You know what I'm getting at? And they're pretty yellow. Those are going to taste like those little banana candies.
Yes, with rum, you could add some tea to make a hot cocktail. Yeah, you could do that.
I don't see any particular reason why you
banana
wouldn't do that.
nog.
Banana nog. Banana nog.
Hi, Daniel. Good to see you.
Banana og. I don't know. Boom. Banana og.
Do, 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 do.
Banana og.
Do, 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 do.
Banana og.
Do.
All right. Enough of that.
Right,
there we
enough
go.
of that.
Second time today to be silly. And will this be the last time? No.
I feel like I've been silly lots of times.
No, I've been silly many times.
Many times today.
Anyway, I'm going to make my second because I was inspired by the fact that we happen to have the banana, peanut butter, and
music from a porn movie. Yes, it is.
Bingo. Yes, it is. It's from a movie.
Yeah.
We keep singing the Mana Mana music, which is from Sweden, Heaven or Hell. Sort of a softcore picture. It's not that kind of picture, you know.
Life's too short not to be silly. Exactly.
Because we happen to have the Midnight Snack Elvis liquor. I think I'm going to use it in a beer cocktail. And I'm calling this one Memphis Mafia. It's real simple. Let's go.
This could go either way.
This really could. Could be terrible.
This could be amazing.
Could be amazing.
This could be amazing.
Oh, I think this is a highly appropriate glass.
Or not. But I think I'm hopeful that this is going to be great.
This is a fun one. We actually got these from Julian Terrell.
Oh, the 64 Royal Shake-a Pudding. I think I've seen those commercials, but yes. Wow. Yes. Liam, thank you for sharing that link.
Bill, that actually reminds me.
Yes, Muppets. Exactly, Amy.
Bill, do you remember a product from the same era called Great Shakes? It wasn't pudding. It was supposed to be a milkshake. But it was like you take a glass of milk, you pour in the mystery powder, and you shake the hell out of it, and then you get a shake. It thickens it up. I'm like, what? So this powder is basically just like alginate or something. And I'm kind of like a fairly suspicious product, but it sounds like fun. And all sorts of 60s bands made commercials for them. Like there's a great commercial from the Yardbirds for Great Shakes. Interesting. But I've never heard of shake-a pudding. Now, okay, so I need the...
There should be a... Peter, yes. Not only should there be a Muppet-inspired cocktail, there should be a Muppet-inspired episode.
We could do that. We
should do that.
We're talking about snakes on a plane. We're talking about... We were not talking about snakes on the plane. There's not going to be a snakes on the plane
episode. I still have a Fozzie Bear that my grandmother gave me when I was like 12.
So yeah. I need the whiskey, please. And the shot glass, please.
The shot glass is banana creamy.
Oh, well, I'll take another shot glass. Do we have another one over there? We have the...
coated with banana cream. You sure you don't want it?
Yes. Because you're going to use that to make another one of those banana cream things with perhaps some rum. That guy right there. That's what I'm talking about. I was looking for a 3/4 of an ounce. That's what I'm talking about. We're going in. We're coming in loaded. After a few of these, you will be. So this is, in fact, again, the Elvis Midnight Snack, which is flavored with peanut butter, banana, and bacon.
You still get that. Elvis, I'm looking.
Yeah, maybe not. Here I'm advertising liquor you can't even get. You're going to have to come here.
Elvis Midnight Snack.
Whiskey review.
Yes.
Available.
You can buy it.
Available. Okay. So there.
Oh yeah, you can purchase this.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Thinking about it.
Are you of legal drinking age yet?
No. We're totally not.
No,
of legal
I'm
drinking age.
under 21. Okay. So the description on their website. This take on the famous late night concoction delivers the hunka burnin' love for peanut butter, banana, and bacon flavor you've been dreaming of.
You have? Oh boy. You might want to stop.
You've been dreaming of that?
You might want to stop that.
That's creepy.
Just saying. Weird. Weird.
Okay, and then there's also Elvis the King. Straight rye whiskey.
Rye, 90 proof.
Flavor notes of toasted oak, butterscotch, vanilla wafers.
Oh,
and a
obviously.
soft hint of pepper. Oh, that sounds good.
Lead to a beautiful, sweet, complex finish with a creamy mouthfeel.
That sounds good.
I'm not so sure about
and then there's
creamy
also the
myself.
Elvis Tiger Man whiskey.
They call me the Tiger Man. Let's see.
Flavor notes of sweet toasted maple, roasted creme brulee,
subtle notes with
Granny Smith apple,
and caramel.
Ooh, that sounds good too.
There's a lot of dessert going on there. I'll take the.
Peter heard the great shakes commercials in the WFMU Rockin' Soul Stream. I love
excellent!
Which one do you want?
The lemon juice, please. Every house can have a soda fountain now.
We're gonna probably need more lemon juice.
New great shakes.
We're probably gonna need a bit suspect of bacon cocktails, as well you should be, Amy.
All right.
Just talking about the Muppets, and I'm all curled up under my furry blue blanket I call Grover. Dime, that is so funny because I call my scarf Kermit. I have a fuzzy green scarf that I call Kermit.
Very Kermit. It's like Kermit donated some, you know. So anyway, and then you chop with Pilsner, and that's it. I happen to have the Sam Adams Golden Pilsner, but if you happen to have just any old can of lager, it'll work just fine.
And I joke about my coat. I have my winter coat is this hot pink faux fur thing. I was saying, how many Muppets had to die?
Getting the flavor notes. Yep.
All right. This is.
Well, there's bacon cocktails that contain a strip of bacon as a garnish. There's bacon cocktails.
That's good.
It's pretty good.
This actually smells awful. Yeah, I'm not going to lie.
The flavors in this whiskey are a little suspect. I mean, the aromas, but it's really.
It smells horrible, but it's really good.
Taste is fine. Taste is fine. It's just like notes, things.
So my late 70s plush Kermit. Oh, I know. My Fozzie is probably like. Well, I'm doing the math. Yeah, probably late 70s, early 80s.
The same kind of thing.
Julie says my car is blue and I call it Grover. I love this. I love all this Grover love. It makes me happy.
Marvelous.
Oh, and Kermit.
Mm-hmm.
And Kermit. Oh, we got to do Muppets.
I was thinking about bacon cocktails because there's that type of thing where you just have a garnish. There is a type where you put some flavor, like some smoky flavor in there to simulate. And then there are the type of cocktails where you have taken some pork bacon, infused it in vodka to remove the essence of it, or fat wash, as they say, the whiskey, that kind of stuff.
Harold's comment.
This all sounds crazy, but some people love it.
Harold's comment: were the Muppets first trapped by Yukon Cornelius? Probably. Grover's the best. He was always the cool one. Yes. Oh, Mike said, I got my eggnog delivered by a milkman, Smith Brothers Farm and Dairy. Wow. I love that. I love that.
They actually make the eggnog. That's fantastic.
Could you use candied bacon like a swizzle stick? Probably.
Well, okay, you mentioned it, and so therefore
probably
you mentioned it, and therefore it is now a thing. That's what I'm saying. Why not?
I bet you could.
That would be like you could use candied bacon in your Bloody Mary. Obviously, somebody's done that 1,000 times. But you could make a highball like so and just throw the bacon in. And then you're going to get a real heavy bacon hit, also with like a certain amount of sweetness added to the top.
There are wrong bacon cocktails. Oh, I know. Oh, yes. Pink coat equals one Miss Piggy. I do. I have two, actually, two pink coats. And one of them is sort of Miss Piggy colored.
One Miss Piggy, two Miss Piggy, three ringy dingies. There you go. Super eggnog. It's a good thing. Now that goes down fast because it's not loaded down. But this actually should slow me down a bit, which is good.
I might put a little more. It's running low, so I might just like top it up a little bit. I'm trying to just
Get some more flavors in there too.
space out my drinks because I want to have just the right amount of drinks, not too many drinks. Okay.
Yes. We had a few last night because, after all, we had been to the show. We did not have anything before the show. We're both decided.
No, I wanted to stay awake for that show.
Dang it! I want to be
and
here.
I did.
I got to feel like if I had had a round or so, it was going to keep me awake anyway. There is a certain amount of force to Mama Rose. If you have never seen Gypsy, and I had never seen it on stage, you had.
Oh, okay. So when I was in kindergarten, I had a fuzzy blue coat, so I was Cookie Monster.
Cookie.
I love that.
No.
I love this. Okay.
So,
I'm just making the same thing.
see, in your case, K was for Cookie. Ah, big fun.
E is for Cookie.
It was good enough.
For me.
It was good enough.
Mm.
Pardon.
Right.
And then there are wrong bacon cocktails.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you know, there's all sorts of things you can do here and there. There is a bacon syrup that you can get, which I think Tarani makes. I remember we had a bottle of this at one point because
Say no.
there was a gang.
Say no to bacon.
Gang at
syrup.
Ohana who made a cocktail with it at Drinkarino, and they bought a lot of these, and they had a ton left over. So I said, "Fine, I'll take a."
That's such a good idea, Kalaka boy. You're full of good ideas.
I remember I didn't think too much of it as a cocktail ingredient, but I thought it was excellent pancake syrup.
Oh, okay,
So,
Peter. What a good question. Yeah, Waldorf and Statler. You mean? There's a Muppet program. What would the two old men be enjoying cocktail wise? Like probably just straight whiskey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You think these guys are just like
Waldorf and Statler.
a good age.
I love them.
20 years sort of cognac or something like that.
I love them.
Can you believe these idiots are doing it again? No!
I love to see if you combine Kermit with St. Patrick's Day for a stream in March. I love that idea so much.
That's it. That's economy right there.
Oh, my Kermit is from Fisher Price,
Price.
1976. All right, we got to bring that. We got to bring up
geez.
Fozzie.
That's super.
I know where Fozzie is.
I think I knew where Fozzie was. Is he still there?
On that shelf.
Yes, as far as I know.
Yeah,
Far as
yeah.
I know.
No,
I think
I saw Fozzie.
He might
the
be
other
missing
day.
his hat, but we dig around, we'll find it. It will not have gone far. I'm just saying. We usually know where things are in this house. Sometimes I do not.
Oh.
Okay, now this is a really unfortunate thing, but suddenly my glass is super sticky, and I'm going to address that.
I'm gonna give myself a little more of this pudding milk. It's got the Dolly Parton maple syrup in the guitar-shaped bottle. How is? Did you try it, Amy? I just want the bottle. I'll put something else in it. Oh, yes. We saw Randy Rainbow when did we see Randy Rainbow? 22? Yeah, it was during, well, it wasn't lockdown because no one was doing anything during lockdown. It was after we were all vaccinated.
It was during like mask up time. I remember your life.
Was it? Maybe it was 21. Yes, but Randy Rainbow. Love
some
Randy
Providence,
Rainbow.
Rhode Island.
Yes.
Pretty fun venue. I think it was Veterans Memorial. And it was hilarious, of course.
Oh my gosh.
But had a good combo behind him and just sang a ton of stuff, told a bunch of stories, played a bunch of videos, you know.
My voice teacher was like the music director on his Grammy nominated album. Oh, you haven't tried it yet. All right. Keep me posted.
Keep us
I
posted.
really want that
Keep us
bottle
posted.
though.
So here is yet another one of these little PB bananas encased in aspic.
Glazed hors d'oeuvre, if you please.
I do not please. This one's more soggy than the last one.
Oh.
Old fashioned. There you go.
What would Fozzie's drink be? I feel like Fozzie would be like
a bottle of seltzer.
I was gonna say something like kind of vodka messy, like a White Russian or something.
Oh yeah, there you go.
some like a grasshopper. No, that's green.
That's
but
right.
You know,
yeah. White and messy. And I think
Brady Alexander.
White Russian is perfect because he can
Fozzie's Fizz.
Fozzie's Fizz. He can hang out with the dude.
We did make a drink called the Fozzie Fizzy for the sisters.
Yes, we did.
Our
As a matter
friends
of
did a
fact.
podcast called The Sisters Are In,
Mhm.
and we did create a drink called the
They
Fozzie
liked it.
Fizzy.
Yeah.
Oh, your kids got your tickets for your birthday. Oh, Mike, you'll have so
Excellent.
much fun.
No.
I love Randy Rainbow.
He just
So
tells
funny.
hilarious stories,
Fozzie equals
sings a
Ripple.
few tunes, plays some videos.
I think we're thinking along the same lines, Eric.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Ripple.
I was
Yeah, we did
thinking-
make a Fozzie Fizzy. Let me see if I can find it.
I was thinking baggy pants comedy and a bottle of seltzer, which you could obviously fit into the whole gear, but I'm thinking like Ripple is kind of perfect. Unfortunately, off the market. Wah, wah, wah. Have to substitute Night Train.
Okay, it's not on here. It's on an old computer. All right, we got to find Fozzie Fizzy.
It's around. Yeah,
All
it's
right.
around.
But I like the Ripple
Probably a
idea.
little desktop machine.
Randy Rainbow is touring again this year. I love him. Guns with an umbrella drink. Yeah.
I'm thinking of like the guy with the dynamite plunger.
Fozzie's
Like,
drink, pie in the face. Yeah, it has to be something like that.
oh yeah, we should have like some sort of whipped cream topping and things like that.
Mhm.
Bananas and all that sort of thing. It's kind of a banana cream pie, and you've poured over your head. Bah! So
Night Fozzie, watch out!
watch out that train.
Oh,
I said that, and all I can think of is the Famous Flames version of Night Train, like this really like heft up Army Night Train. Not very Muppets, but then again,
not very Muppets.
well, they tend to have music that's a little more like Raposo, Paul Williams.
Oh yeah, Dr.
course.
Teeth and the Electric Mayhem drink. That would have to have like
Boom.
acid. A sugar cube anyway.
Well, actually, Dr. Teeth has a singer named Janice, obviously a nod to another singer named
Yes.
Janice, who was very fond of.
Oh, Mike, he has that pen too.
Yes.
Yes. That's the pink glasses pen. Yeah.
Yes, it's on one of my hats.
Yes.
As a matter of fact.
Yep.
They're one of my hats. I'm thinking that the Dr. Teeth has a character named Janice. Obviously, a nod to the other Janice, who was very fond of Soko. Okay, I just gave some people nightmares.
You gave me nightmares.
I suppose you could always just have a bottle of Jack, that kind of thing. But Dr.
Did.
Teeth definitely sounds like a Ripple style band to me.
Soko.
The Soko. Here we go.
Oh, you got it. Where's your pen that you bought last night?
It is over here. I
Oh,
will
where?
go get it.
Just saw it. We saw Gypsy on Broadway last night. I told Paul I'm still processing. It's by far the most amazing thing I've ever seen on stage. I'm
Well,
not lying. It was
you're not exaggerating, because I was there too, and I was just, it kind of hits you right here at very specific moments and during the songs. And if you know the songs well, that's the intention of it. And it was really being delivered.
It was the fourth Gypsy I've seen. I mean, I saw it with Tyne Daly. I saw the one with Bette Midler. I've seen the movie. And this one, just like when she does everything is coming up roses at the end of Act 1. I mean, we're not even talking about Rose's turn yet. Which was just like
thing.
Everyone was on their feet. Like the show was still going on. Everyone was just on their feet because it was like Rose's turn was just like from another planet. But when she did everything's coming up roses, like I had chills because it was just go. If you can go.
There's that part in Rose's turn where the music starts getting very off key and demented, kind of, I feel like, reflecting the inner state of this woman who's severely delusional, and she will not quit. She will not quit. The ultimate stage mother musical, but also like one of the great showbiz musicals. There's a lot of like rock'em sock'em going on in there, razzle dazzle 'em. There's this huge nod to vaudeville, which of course during the course of the arc of the show, vaudeville is dead. What the hell, Rose? Wake up! And she persists. She's going to succeed, despite the fact that it's all over. So anyway, but what we did was we bought.
Electric Kool-Aid. Yeah,
Oh!
Surfer on Acid. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, there should be a
fun
cocktail
thing.
in honor of Waldorf and
Electric.
Stanley. I'm having a mocktail.
Yeah.
And I can't talk.
Oh well, here I'm having just a beer and I can't talk. But
Absinthe. I love that idea too.
oh, that's a fun thing. I'm thinking that's very New Orleans kind of thing, and I feel like Dr. Teeth is a very like Southern rock sort of combo. I think there's like a lot of New Orleans going on in that music, or should be. So anyway, you can buy some fun stuff over there at the at the concessions, and here you can actually see. Yep, there's the big logo, Audra Gypsy. You can buy a pin that simply says that, and I thought, well, that's awesome. But this pin actually says, it's impossible to read. Possible to read. Simply says, "Have an egg roll, Mr. Goldstone," and it is in fact that paper food container with chopsticks. And I thought, this is going on my hat. So people will look at that and say, "What the hell is that?" I'm just going to say, "Gypsy, go see it now." End of story.
Arguably, many have called it the greatest American musical. It's definitely
right up
in
there.
my top
3.
I mean, it's tied for my number 1. I'll put it that way. Like it might be tied with a few musicals, but yeah, I could see it being the greatest American musical. And oh my God, this production. Like if you can get to see it.
I can't say enough.
I can't say enough. Yeah.
I can't say nothing else.
Wow. Like I've never had chills watching Gypsy.
It literally hits you, you're just, whoa, you're the force of this thing. And it's not like this is a one-person show. The entire ensemble is excellent.
Oh yeah.
The lead characters all inhabit their roles and just deliver exactly the intent of that. Like Herbie was played so well. And he really like, he does his part. He persists, he keeps doing it. And he just, by the time he gives up, you're like, this is a defeated man. He can't take it anymore. And
well, you've never seen Gypsy before.
I had never seen Gypsy. So, and the actual Rose Louise covers an astonishing arc. She starts out playing what is probably about a 12-year-old. And like takes herself all the way to the successful Gypsy Rose.
She just ends up being called Rose Louise because,
I know.
Because Rose.
But
yeah.
But Louise's character takes this huge arc and she really just looks like 12 and then eventually looks up. No, this is a woman. So that's a really amazing breadth to play. And of course, she sings terribly and she sings well. She sings terribly because the character is not supposed to be able to sing. But then she does.
I love about this one with Louise. Like in the movie. Well, and actually the other times I've seen it too. The actress playing Louise is always beautiful.
Necessarily.
Yes. So it's like even when she's young and everyone's like, oh, she's so ugly and everything. It's like
stupid.
You don't buy it because
Hollywood ugly.
Yeah, because Hollywood ugly. But this one, they really like tamped it down. I don't want to say because I mean, then when she becomes Gypsy, she's gorgeous. So when like you look at her headshot, she's gorgeous. But they really did a good job of tamping that down before.
Yep.
Anyway, go see it.
Inhabits it.
Oh my gosh.
Devin.
Got sick for your birthday. Oh, Devin.
Oh, Chloe.
Oh, man.
Chloe.
But hi, Devin. I hope you're feeling better.
You got sick for your birthday.
I know. Yeah.
But you're feeling better.
Oh, my gosh.
You're feeling better. So, the other thing was during that whole sequence where like Gypsy begins to strip, basically sort of like, prostituted out by her mother into being a burlesque performer, literally. She takes the role on because like she knows they need to survive. So she starts doing this and she proceeds from like, this very timid person to like getting more and more confidence. And so she's actually really good at this.
Hello, Jack. Good to see you.
I felt like that was about a 7-minute sequence and the number of costume changes.
Oh, yeah.
It's like she disappears. A second later, she's back in a different costume. Like that is serious coordination.
Mike, I love Music Man too. I was in Music Man in community theater the summer before I started high school. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I love Music Man.
Hi,
That's a great
Jack.
one too.
Oh yeah. Well, Music
Aw.
Man is one of those things that is a certain amount of sentiment, and for a long time, I kind of felt like that was in like the era of sap, but I hadn't really listened to the music. When you listen
Oh
to the
yeah.
music, you're like, this is a very wise guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, Meredith Willson knows how to play like my old hometown, and then throw a huckster in there with a bunch of rubes, and that is what makes the thing work. That's what makes all of them work. He later, of course, did a musical based on Miracle on 34th Street, and anybody can name it. Get a prize.
Ooh, ooh. No, I know, but
She knows. Actually,
I don't want to put on a sweater because I don't want to cover up my dress. But I'm so good. You feel how cold I am.
She's chilly. Gotta warm her up.
Why is it so cold in here?
You need a shot of the Elvis whiskey to warm you up.
Why is it so cold in here?
Oh, man.
Dang.
I could kick this cold out here because it's 18 degrees outside.
How? But I
And
know,
the
but
wind
we're
chill
not
is making it
outside.
much less.
We're not outside. Why is it so cold?
We're gonna vote for anything.
Cardigan. Yeah. Oh, anything goes. Yes.
Hey.
You know, Sweeney and
Hey.
anything goes. Yes.
Speaking of
Yep.
wise guys.
Yep. I
But
love
for
anything
sure.
goes.
But for sure.
I love a chorus line. Oh, a pink coat. I could put on my pink
Pal
coat.
Joey, there's a classic of
Yeah.
such things.
I
I mean, there's a
don't
lot
have any
of
favorites.
things.
I love Mame.
A lot of things. Oh yeah, Mame's a great musical. I'm very fond of those ones that got a little darker, like Sweet Charity,
I love Sweet Charity.
like Cabaret.
I love
I think
Cabaret.
Cabaret is very dark. I saw that motion picture several times
I love
as a youth,
Chicago.
so that really stuck with me.
Chicago.
Chicago is very dark, and of course based on an actual piece from the 20s. So it's really just talking. It's not like they got darker because it was
Guys and
the
Dolls.
70s.
We just watched Guys and Dolls again the other night.
yep.
I love that. I do Adelaide Slimette. I'm just saying.
She does, in fact, she does it well too.
If you're gonna bump it with a trumpet.
I tell you. that vibrato? No, I'm thinking of a different musical.
He had it coming. He had it coming.
Do we mention Sweeney?
Sweeney Todd. Yes,
Oh.
I love Sweeney Todd.
Speaking of your
Yeah,
dark musicals,
yeah.
wow, that one's heavy. Heavy.
Vindicator 1. Hello. Good to see you. I was in Music Man in junior high.
Boom.
I was
Hey,
a
Vindicator.
townsperson. At the end, they gave me a French horn and told me not to practice. I love that.
Whereas we
Because they're
saw.
supposed to be bad.
Whereas I was thinking to myself, now I'm definitely going to see Mazeppa whip out a horn. Oh, she did. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's really
Oh, yeah, it
you've
was
got to
bad.
have somebody who can
He's
play the
never
horn.
seen Charity.
And,
Charity.
yeah.
Gypsy.
Haven't seen
before.
Charity either.
Never seen.
But I've seen the movie. Sweet Charity, the movie is actually quite good.
Oh, Lisa recently we watched Cabaret with Liza. I love that I'm
Oh, yeah.
drinking seltzer and I can't talk.
Cabaret was, I think, was it the second thing that Bob Fosse directed, and redeems himself because the first thing he directs is Sweet Charity, which is great.
I love
And it
Sweet
totally stiffed at the
Charity.
box office, I think, because people were stupid. And yeah, but now you look at it and you're like, that whole Wishman's Frug sequence is a basic template for how to Fosse.
Oh yeah.
It's just astonishing. So, like, I don't know what the hell's wrong with people or what the hell was wrong with Hollywood, but I do know what
Yes,
was wrong
he
with
did.
Hollywood.
Yes, Fosse did
Yeah.
Sweet Charity.
Yeah. He did that. They did the full thing, and it's just he did exactly what you would have wanted to do with Sweet Charity at the time. And like, I think Hollywood was just had its head up his ass. That's just facts. And but then he got the chance to do Cabaret, managed to cast Liza, good move, and got a great cast. And of course, it's a fantastic score, and the whole theme is very dark.
I'm not going to wear it for long, but I am seriously, my teeth are about to chatter.
In fact, like the whole
We paid our bill.
theme of what
We
happens
paid our
during
electric bill.
what happens during Cabaret might be a good thing to watch right now. I'm just saying. So yeah.
Oh good.
Guys and Dolls.
Oh yeah, I love Guys and Dolls. It's so good. Yes, we saw Tommy on Broadway, not this past time, but when it first came out on Broadway.
The first appearance of Tommy in the 90s, we did see that. And I remember somebody I was working with saying, and I worked at a store at the time that did a lot of showbiz music. Somebody saying he saw it like very early on in the run, and like everybody was just on their feet. They were just so stoked. We saw it, and it had a ton of energy. It was really, really great to see it. Was revived recently, and it didn't run very long, so I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe might be a good tour, because I know a friend who saw it on the tour of the Broadway that we saw, and yeah, they had to scale things down and everything, but he still really enjoyed it, and it was great to see, because I thought The music played well. It really runs through. It's like one of those through song musicals. And they added a new original song, which was very good. So kudos to Townsend for that. But
I need to make something else.
yeah, I'm trying to think of like what else within the musicals vein I would recommend, just because I think it's great stuff. There are some big flops which I like the music for, and I think the problem was that the book was terrible. that really
the styling
happens.
for Tommy. Yes.
Agreed, Keith. I think that works very well. There is anybody want to talk about the rock musicals of the period besides Tommy? You also had Hair, which was this off-Broadway thing.
Believe it or not, I've never seen Kinky Boots.
Oh yeah, have not.
I haven't seen it.
But there's a vote for it. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah,
that's an oversight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Peter liked Lenny. It was great. Yeah.
I've never seen Lenny, but let's bear in mind that he was editing Lenny while he was trying to choreograph and direct Chicago.
Yeah.
And this is what gave him a heart attack. Also, the fact that he was taking 40 milligrams of amphetamines every single day.
And we've brought it back to Elvis.
Like a
Look
chimney.
at this.
And
Look at this. We brought it back to Elvis.
Brought back to Elvis with the amphetamines.
Cabaret is very timely for today. Yeah, it is.
And not only did he make a movie about that called All That Jazz, which is terrific.
I love that movie.
It's actually it's long and indulgent, and it totally works. But then, of course, there's Fosse Verdon, which was the miniseries, which is highly recommended.
There is a Queen musical. I've heard about this. Yeah. When I was in London, the rage was Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Yeah.
I have seen
with a few Australian soap stars. I've seen
that live.
It. Yeah,
I saw that live at a tiny little theater in Rhode Island, which was a great place to see it.
Yeah.
And they did have like an equity touring group who did it, and it's a lot of fun. And Joseph actually features a character, Pharaoh, doing Elvis. So there you go. That's kind of perfect. It's kind of perfect. There, we're back to Elvis.
I need to look.
We got back to Elvis when we started talking about excessive amphetamine abuse. Oy. But then there's the Elvis movie from just a couple years ago, which really displays all that very well. Really restored my faith in that director.
Wait. Okay.
Okay, so that's gone.
Never mind.
Never mind. Playing in Los Angeles.
Anyway, David Byrne's American Utopia. We did not see that, but yeah.
We had a friend who saw that. Like we met her right before lockdown, and she had just been to see it. As a matter of fact, that sounds.
But we wrote a play called Lazarus. Yeah, I've heard about this. Yeah.
I remember.
Lisa said Jesus Christ Superstar back in the day. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Because you remember that at the time it was not a Broadway musical; it was a concept album.
Peter said, "I'm still waiting for a musical adaptation of Zen Arcade." Peter, maybe you should do this.
Well,
and collaborate with them.
Peter and I actually did see Bob Mould playing some of those songs live, just one guitar. Somebody might want to suggest that to Bob, because that is a real song cycle. I do appreciate that record a lot. I remember listening to that a ton when it was still pretty new, and it kind of really helped me through a lot of bad stuff. So I gotta hand it to Bob. He wrote some great things, and the band was in fantastic form. It really was.
Maybe I will make another banana cream dream.
And a cream dream.
Because I need to use up that vanilla.
I got to use up that stuff.
I got to use up that vanilla. I'm just saying.
You get this tiny amount that's not worth saving.
Right.
You just got to do it.
And I've only had one. One. So.
David Bowie, as I recall, in the 1980s was in one of the stage versions of Elephant Man. And I think it was that stage play which inspired Mel Brooks to make the movie. And he decided to find a director who could do that. And while he was actually, monkeying around with all of the production, he saw something called Eraserhead. And he says, I got to look this guy up. So he looks up David, who am I thinking of? Twin Peaks.
Lynch.
David Lynch. And he's just like, have I got a job for you? Bang. And there you go.
Okay, so
and that's the first Lynch I ever saw.
I'm making one.
It was Elephant Man.
You're using it when John wanted it, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, no, around 1980. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm making one I made earlier, but for those of you who were not here when I made this before, this is Banana Cream Dream. 2 ounces Reposado tequila,
About a third of an
ounce
of the vanilla liquor.
of a good vanilla liqueur.
Thank you, Key. I really appreciate that because sometimes I'm just blanking on this stuff. But I like the way that you've got 2 posts, and I've got Lynch, David Lynch.
It's like Bond, James.
He walks into a bar like with a 100mm cigarette. Lynch, David Lynch.
Okay, a third of an ounce of that. A third of an ounce of a good banana liqueur. I made this one, but Giffard Banana de Brazil is a good one.
Yep. And you made it a while ago, and it's still totally holding up.
Oh, yeah.
It
still
really
tastes like
looks
banana.
Pretty terrible.
Well, it looks terrible when you first make it, too.
Yeah, so like I can't say it says aged badly.
Gonna need more,
but the flavor is still totally holding.
I need more lemon juice.
Oh, I'll squeeze some more.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus. There you go.
What would a David Lynch drink be? Wild. Yeah.
I'm starting with absinthe, and
I'm going
from there.
I know.
Going from there.
Or like, I'm thinking of Twin Peaks, like coffee, donut, you know, like,
coffee and cherry pie.
Yeah, exactly. Cherry pie. Ooh, the sour cherry liqueur would have to be in a Twin Peaks drink, I think. Blue for Blue Velvet. Yes, that's a good one too. I like that idea. We have so many. You guys are giving us great ideas for videos. I'm so excited. You go, well, whip myself up a maple syrup old fashioned. Do it. That sounds good.
Well,
yes, coffee, cherry pie. Exactly. That's like what I think of when I think of Twin Peaks. Paul's juicing me some more lemon juice because we didn't do enough before. I love all of these ideas. This is great. So we've got the Muppets. We've got Muppet. I feel like Kermit and St. Patrick's Day, like Kalaka Boys said. Broadway, of course. Broadway. David Lynch. I feel like musicals that never were but should be.
Yeah.
Julie Cruz. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Julie Cruz, Little Mike.
Thank you. All right.
So, Angelo Badalamenti, perhaps.
3/4 of an ounce fresh lemon juice.
Yeah, I remember actually buying. I'm like the only person who bought a copy of the soundtrack to Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me because the film stiffed and everybody hated it. I thought it was actually pretty cool.
Did everybody hate it though?
Yeah, I think everybody really, really hated it because they thought that it just kind of stiffed on the TV show. I kind of liked it, and I thought that there was something I had never seen in a motion picture, which I have never seen since.
4-Dash's Fee Brothers Black Walnut Bitters.
Yeah. Hey, Peter. Good to see you.
Night,
we'll see you in no time. There was a scene where they go into the club, the Black Lodge, and the music is super loud and it's super heavy stuff from Badalamenti, and they're talking. You can't hear them, so there's subtitles. So
that's fun.
They're speaking in English and there are subtitles in English. Now that I thought was a lot of fun. Very Lynchy kind of thing. Yes.
Yes. Oh, David Bowie was in that movie too.
Oh, he was? Oh, wow.
I haven't seen it.
Jeez. I saw it once in, 92 when it came out? It's been a long time. Still have the soundtrack. I like the track.
This smells good. I don't know why.
What's in it?
You know, Black Lodge comeback tour. Yes.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, you do.
Wasn't there a Black Lodge quartet out there somewhere?
I think
Anybody?
so.
Anybody?
I think so.
What was that? Is anybody like watching right now? Can they speak about that? I'm just saying. Okay.
Is there another glass?
You know, if I was smart, I would have put one in there. I was not smart.
I stupidly wanted a chilled glass, but I'm so cold. I'm wearing my sweater. Even if I have to drink, the movie will make sense.
A non-chilled glass and be happy
Thank
about
you.
it.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a non-chilled glass.
I like how I look like I'm skulking around.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
Hello.
Oh, you bought some chips we were going to try tonight, too.
I did. Are they behind us still?
They are.
Yeah. Maybe you want to get the taste of the gelée sandwiches out of your consciousness.
They weren't bad. They were
weren't
just
bad.
weird.
They're weird. They're kind of weird.
Okay, so this is another. Ugh, you know what?
Yeah. Blech. With enough drinks,
There
the
was
movie will
some-
make sense.
There was some lint on my rim.
There
Some
are-
lint on my rim.
There's a lot of things I could name that were some drinks will make it make sense.
Well, Lily was a Twin Peaks fan. Boom, we had a band
name.
name. There you go.
There you go. I was thinking that. And I do like that band name a lot. And the repertoire, of course, was excellent.
This is still good.
Good version of Strangelove, as I recall.
Banana cream dream.
We might actually perk up somebody else by me saying that. Anyway, so saw this on the shelf today while we were buying banana pudding et al. And I said, well, this is not exactly on theme, but it is so close. I got to do it.
Oh, a complete unknown. Oh, yeah.
Ed Norton. Oh, yeah.
He was Pete Seeger.
Wow.
All right.
Yep.
I haven't,
Yep.
You know what? I'm going to get a screener for it.
That's right.
So whenever I think I'm going to get a screener, I also haven't seen Wicked, which honestly, I didn't go see Wicked because I was so worried about people singing along that I didn't want to go to see it in a theater, which I'm sure, people keep telling me now, like, well, if you went on like a Tuesday morning, probably you would be the only person in the cinema, and I probably would. But now I'm like, but I'm probably going to get a screener for it next week. So, but Complete Unknown also. But I have a friend who saw a Complete Unknown twice in the same weekend that it opened and loves it. So, yeah.
Okay. Big fun. Yeah.
The second one comes up. Oh, yeah, I really do want to see it, but I'm just like, the idea of people drowning out the performers singing is so upsetting to me. I just like can't even bring myself to go.
Stories of when the Tay-Tay movie came out and audience filled with like very young girls and boys and just like screaming at the top of their lungs. And I think sounds fairly terrifying.
Well,
If you're the parent chaperoning the kids, well, this is the sort of thing you do.
Well, and I get that people they're having a good time.
If they're excited, they're excited.
But,
like she pumps up the crowds.
But
this
I
is
also
why
like,
she's a huge star.
I also like that they have
End of the story.
Special
End of
performances
the story,
where you can sing
you can do
along, like that's go to that because I don't want to hear you.
Blah, blah, blah. So what we're talking about
Did
is...
you know blah, blah, blah me?
Blah, blah, blah you. Yes. Yeah, I did.
Rude.
Excuse me. First of all, rude.
Rude.
I'm trying to get these chips out here. Listen, we bought these tonight, and I thought this is very Elvis, and we might just want to do them. And I'm also thinking of Amy here when we found the Hare's fried pickle and ranch. It's not exactly Elvis, but I knew he would have eaten them if he'd have had them.
I can't remember saying Old Guys in Tears. Oh my gosh.
There you go.
I'm excited to see it. And I should be getting my screeners this week for the SAG Awards.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. This is about that. And you're not going to be getting DVDs anymore, blah. So you
No, that's good. I don't want the DVDs.
Okay, these are very vinegary, and we're going to give them a try. Probably the pickle juice is what's pushing that.
They smell like
Good
pickle.
texture. Yeah, that's pickle and ranch. Yeah, it's pretty good.
They're good. Yeah, I'm getting pickle on the after.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say not really. They smell like pickle, and then I felt like I wasn't tasting the pickle, but then
Then you got it.
I got the aftertaste is pickle.
Yeah. And these are this is all about when you get fried pickles in a place and they have a little bit of dip.
Hi, Melissa.
Their dip looks a lot more like tzatziki, but whatever, close enough.
Good to see you, Melissa. Melissa says their horseradish chips are life-changing. I love that. I love that.
Super.
So malic acid for the vinegar taste profile, I guess.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, what's in these?
Strawberry sauce. I need to do this, that's for sure.
I couldn't read that without
Potatoes,
my glasses
oil,
if my life depended
blah, blah,
on
blah.
it.
Bunch of sugars, buttermilk, sour cream, MSG, duh. Let's see. Salt, There's actually salt in here. Yeah, what do you know?
Yeah, they've got salt.
Extremely suspicious thing called natural flavors. More sugar, dry milk, citric acid.
Oh,
It's got malic acid. Ding, 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 ding. And don't forget the sodium acetate. That's going to drive the vinegar flavor as well.
okay. We used to have a bread machine. Okay, saying my daughter got a bread machine for Christmas, and the first loaf is about to come out. It smells great. I miss having a bread machine. I do. That I loved that.
That's pretty cool.
I loved
You
it.
made a lot of great bread with that.
I don't know if
I
you
was
have
sad to see it go.
Casey's gas station. We don't.
No.
Oh, the pickled chips are the bomb. Oh.
The closest we get is in mid to southern New Jersey. You get Wawa.
What was I reading about Wawa the other day? Hold on.
Also in Pennsylvania.
Wawa was in the news.
Wawa's in the news?
Yeah, hold
Wow.
on.
I think
Because
a lot of these.
Wawa begins in the Midwest with its largest expansion ever. Yeah, so Wawa is moving
on
west.
Yep, moving on west to the west side.
That's usually just an Eastern thing. But
Yep. Well, it's also making me think of the that great Midwest chain, convenience store chain,
Come and Go.
the Come and Go, KUM and Go. If any,
I think they changed their name though.
if any one of these stores should have run the name past 13-year-old boys, this is it.
Makes it hard to lose weight. Oh, Errol.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah, look for Wawa. It's coming. Okay, wait.
It's coming.
I think they changed their name though. Well, no, it still says A Fresh Perspective. Hold on.
Interesting.
Come and Go is going away. Its new owner is rebranding all of its locations.
And branding it.
Haters.
They got bought out by a rival chain.
Haters.
The Iowa Icon. So that's where Come and Go came from. Anyway, we have a Come and Go shot glass because we drove.
The longer the list of
past.
ingredients, the more skeptical I get. I know.
Yeah, seriously, Mike.
Well, it's Flavor Solutions. What
It's
book
all
was
Flavor
that?
Solutions.
Oh, what was that book? Oh, I think it was called The Dorito Effect. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, take a look at that. I read this too, and it was actually pretty entertaining.
Yes. Okay, so there's a book called The Dorito Effect. Read it. It's
Flavor.
fascinating, but
We use that term frequently. This is where it comes from.
Flavor Solutions.
And what the hell are we talking about? We're talking about adding flavors to things so people
Come and
will
Go.
eat them.
Just like every man. But
Oh!
Fort Lauderdale area, 3 Wawas. Oh, okay, within 3 to 4 miles of me. I love it.
You know, I wasn't going to go there, but Colonel, you beat me to it.
Oh, Boy George returns in March. I have not seen the stage version of Moulin Rouge, but I will go see it with Boy George.
Oh, sounds
Yep.
like fun.
Yep.
Sounds like fun.
Yes, I will go see it with Boy George. Especially when the ingredients are really potatoes, salt, and dill flavoring.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. A bunch of acids to make this taste like vinegar.
Yes. But yeah, the Dorito effect. It's all about the things that the companies, it's like the chapters are all, it's all related, but they're kind of different takes on the idea of companies adding certain things to foods to make you eat more.
Yeah.
Because they add things to Doritos, not just to make them taste good, but also to make you eat more. And they talk about adding flavor solutions to feed for animals so that they eat more and get fat. Yeah.
Yep. Then you're going to slaughter them, etc. There's also flavor solutions in things like cigarettes. You think, what? Yeah, there's flavors in there.
Yeah, you have to wait for it to cool.
There's flavors in there to make you smoke more. Yeah, there's a real problem with this whole thing.
Yeah, they're trying to get you addicted.
Yeah, this is
Doritos
and these are kettle chips. I do like that texture a lot.
Chips.
I ate too many of them, but
I had 2.
No one can eat just one. She had 2.
I had 2.
I'll have more of those later. But they do get the texture right.
They are good, Colonel.
The flavor profile is actually pretty nice. If Elvis, the fact is, did Elvis eat these? No.
I'm saying yes.
But if he'd had them,
fires the dopamine in your brain to make you crave it. Yeah, it does.
Dopamine hit, which is the thing. It's like the serotonin hit, which is, I think, what makes cigarettes work. I mean, who wants to breathe smoke? But people do it.
Does this Dorito effect include Avery Shriver crunching them in front of you? Yeah, can't eat just one. I had 2.
There we go. That's our first mention of Avery Schreiber. I gotta say, that's a plus.
I love that.
Listen.
I love that we are doing this, and someone mentioned Avery Schreiber.
That brings us right back to my mother the car.
This is why our audience is so small, because people talk about Avery Schreiber on this show.
And that's not keeping our audience down. That just happens to be where it is.
I love it. That's why we are who we are. Yes.
Now there's the Avery Schreiber effect, there's the Rio effect, but there's also the coding transfer effect, which means I need to leave you for a moment.
You want this?
No, I gotta watch it.
Oh, okay. I love that. They mentioned Avery Schreiber. That's a first for this show in the best way. That makes me so happy. And people watching know who Avery Schreiber is. Like, I love this. I love this so much. We'll just all come back here when things get crazy. Just come back here, and we'll watch things that have Avery Schreiber.
We'll talk about these types of things. I actually mentioned that brought us back to my mother the car. I believe he was the crazy collector who was always trying to buy the 1928 Porter, which is not an actual brand of car. It was fictitious. So there you go.
Because no one wanted to get sued.
Sorry. If I've ruined your childhood memories of great 60s TV. No, I haven't. It was my mother the car. Jeez. Although I got to say, I've watched episodes of this. It is no dumber than a lot of shows from that period. So I don't know why that one gets totally.
This show will get me through. It was going to get all of us.
Please.
So please come back here.
Yeah.
Well,
it's got to be a bumpy.
We'll figure it out.
Well, let's just shall we quote? Who am I thinking of?
Margot Channing.
Margot Channing again. Fasten your seatbelts.
It's going to be a bumpy night. Yeah.
She's right. And you're going to need a lot of martinis.
Will we get a grilling in the snow episode this season? Probably. He keeps saying, I'll grill.
Probably not tomorrow, but get me to about 32 or so, which is that above freezing? No, it's not. But it's above 18.
Let's see if we're supposed to get snow.
If the temperature doubles, I'll go out there, and if we get snow, I'll dig and I'll do.
Oh my gosh. I went to check the weather, and it's just like Los Angeles in flames.
Yeah. Burning up.
So depressing.
Burning up. Landmarks destroyed. Oh man.
So sad.
It's extremely dry.
So sad.
Everything's flammable, and anything can set this off. And some of these were set by people. So bad news.
Let's see. There is snow. Wait. There is not snow in our forecast until the 19th.
Okay, it's going to be a while.
But
I might wait until it really socks it to us, because that's always impressive. If I'm shoveling 2 feet of snow to get to the grill, that sells it.
But I'm glad there's not snow in the forecast this weekend, because I have a gig.
I'm glad.
So
that's right. We have places that got to be.
I got balloons to twist.
I got balloons to twist, damn it. Hey, Eric.
Hi. Oh, wait, what? Who are we saying hi to?
Eric.
Hi, Eric.
Eric
Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Yay.
Yep.
14 here tomorrow morning. Oh my God. I know it's 19 here now. So cool. Plenty of dumb shows in the 60s and 70s, but we watched them attentively. Yes, we did.
I'm thinking of certain episodes of Bewitched, which normally is fairly well written, that were just dumb.
Yeah.
Just dumb.
Nacho flavored Doritos and cream cheese is one of my favorite secret pleasures. I love Doritos.
Well, they're designed to be delicious, and they succeed. They're designed to basically be a chip with dried salsa all on its own. You don't need to dip it, but many people go and dip them anyway.
I will tell you, I love Doritos, which is why I do not keep them around.
You've gotten Doritos for me, so yeah.
We actually the magic surrealism, witches, genies, and Martians. Yes, yep,
boom, boom, that kind of thing. My favorite Martian.
Talking horses. Horse, of course. And there you go. Hey, and what did we have last night for food, by the way? I know.
Speaking
I wasn't
of Doritos,
going to say it.
Yeah, well, you better. What did we have?
We had Taco Bell.
Yeah, well, what flavored tacos did you have?
I had the Doritos one.
Ah, the Doritos Yum Crunch. They're pretty good. Although I got to say, those hard shell tacos just fall apart. They're a real pain.
We were
So
trying
I'm
to
still not a fan of
we were
those.
trying to save money and not get drunk before the show. So we got Taco Bell and took it back to our hotel.
Honestly, it was
we're
good.
basic.
It was good and cheap, and I wanted good and cheap
we're
because
basic.
I knew that afterwards we were going to be at
12 in Chicago.
oh man. I knew that afterwards we were going to be at a watering hole that was not going to be cheap. So
the wind, I know it is the wind. It's
yeah.
like being slapped in the face.
Yeah, well, our correspondent is coming from a city that is known as I forget, what is it? What do they call it?
The city of, oh no, I'm thinking.
Oh, you're thinking of Bismarck, North Dakota.
Yeah, the windy city.
Yes.
Yeah.
The windy city is what we're talking about.
Whoa! Tonight. Oh boy, in Tulsa.
Yay!
I like the original nachos. Oh yeah. Not such a fan of the Cool Ranch. I never buy those. Yeah.
You know?
They have the original packaging ones, which I love.
They do put those out during the summer.
Did you enjoy the real test of your sofa last week? I did. I did. I went and took a nap, and I'm not ashamed. Southeast is in for an ice storm, and California is burning. I know. Oh.
We've got it all, people. We've got it all.
And here the wind is just like, I can't believe I don't want to. I'm going to knock on wood. I don't want to jinx this. I can't believe we still have power. It's so windy.
Speaking of classical musicals, when the wind comes whipping across the plain, I think that's my backyard.
58 in Southeast Florida.
Son of a beach. And people are complaining. Yeah. Oh my God, it's 58. It's like, yeah, well, I understand. It's probably not so good for the orange crop when it starts getting towards about 40.
Christy and Jeff are in Florida now.
Are they? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, but not Southeast Florida.
Waving wheat.
Yeah. It's waving here, waving trees. With me, my taco salad with Doritos. That sounds amazing. I've never done that. I love that idea.
It seems
gonna steal it.
It seems obvious now, but obviously not.
Wait, okay. Saw a commercial years ago where a bite of hard shell taco was taken and it fell apart, falling down the guy's shirt. It mixed in the sound of a car wreck. It is
hilarious.
Funny. I know. I just, you got to bend over, and then it won't fall on you.
Well, it's like eating that
69. Ooh, Colonel Keg.
Yep. It's like eating that Italian beef sandwich in Chicago.
Hi, rock star. Yes, 90 and still the king.
You're not going to do this.
Exactly.
You got to do like this. So yeah,
90 and still the king.
King keeps going on and on and on.
Yep.
We listen to Elvis with frequency, all sorts, and it's like the live albums from the early 70s are a real treat because boy was that band on fire, and he was just totally making it for lost time.
Yep.
And he did, and he lived a little too hard, which is what happens. But he had also been in that plateau, and he had done Hollywood, and he had actually gotten to be unfamiliar. So he decided, screw that. I'm just going to go right back. And he actually hired like the best band in the world. They were just awesome. And, right behind us is a picture of the television special Elvis. People frequently call this the comeback special. It was at the time simply called Elvis. It was designed to be a Christmas special. He said, yeah, I don't think so. And they went ahead and just did a musical thing. And interestingly, there was a lot of
I love it when Elvis sang gospel. Exactly. Yes, yes.
But I think that brought him right back to where he should be because of a couple of factors. I think the musical numbers are good. The live stuff is very on fire.
Fairly recently.
A couple of years, I think. Yeah, that appeared. That's a good original copy of that.
Potluck I got at Rock Fantasy.
Rock Fantasy.
Here in Middletown.
That's right.
Yes.
I'm looking at that pot steaming, and I'm like, all I can think of is pot with Elvis. It's just a
Elvis
thing.
did not partake of weed.
No, he didn't do any of that stuff at all.
Prescription pills.
Yes.
Yes. Fun in Acapulco. Yes. And we got Blue Hawaii up here. Over there, we've got Elvis Almost in Love. Mm-hmm. Girls. You can kind of see.
Girls.
And then Mahalo from Elvis.
Girls. Yeah. Mahal from Elvis and almost.
Oh yeah, that
are
all
just
black
collections.
leather costume.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's pretty hot.
yeah.
It's pretty hot. That like the fact that was just live and a lot of ad lib really caught people's attention. And then there's the fact that he decided to record a song called "If I Can Dream,"
Oh,
and that one really touches you. That really hits you.
the Elvis pelvis.
You know, it's making me tear up just to think about it. But I heard a great quote from his backup singers. They're like, we had never seen him be that emotionally involved in a song, and they were like, really, really, it took the breath away, you know. And he got a kind of a hit out of it too, and that really brought things back to where it should be. And then next thing you know, he's in Vegas playing great shows to people, and on tour constantly.
The Elvis pelvis just makes me think, Elvis, Elvis, let me be. Keep that pelvis far from me. Just keep your cool. Now you're starting to drool.
Yeah, you're right, Laura. No, he was really affected by the lyrics.
That
and he's
song
like,
was so heartfelt.
The lyrics are still true. And we're still not there. So there you go. The man had the right idea.
To be anytime soon.
The man had the right idea.
Yeah, NBC special. Some testing grounds to see if he was still relevant. He showed us he was. Yep.
I love the fact that the whole thing starts out, ba-ba-da-da-da, you're looking for trouble? You're in the right place. You know, he just like completely name checked himself 10 years prior and then just incorporated that and went with it. Boom. Absolutely. Didn't you play Rizzo?
No. I understudied for Fran Drescher when she was playing Frenchie, and I got to go on one night. Just saying.
Got a Frenchie over here. Hello, hello, hello.
I know.
Well, that's my star. So.
Aww.
Yes, well, you know, it's true.
Aww.
It's true.
Keep the thought.
Yeah, I do keep the thought.
Keep the thought.
And she works at this all the time.
Ding a ding ding.
Out there. But this is the thing. And if some of these pictures, I think, you know, some of them are better than others.
Oh, thank you, Kim Palace. I appreciate that.
Yeah, she would too. I will say that of these, I remember Fun in Acapulco, while fairly dumb, does have good songs on the score. And it is not as dumb as all that. People love Blue Hawaii because like the locations, but it's actually a pretty fun picture. So
what am I thinking? What am I thinking, Paul?
I would really love to tell you, but I can't see your thought balloon.
I had a brilliant thought
idea
going on and I lost
it. Just let it ride. It'll circle around again. No worries. We're going to be there. We're going to be there. Whereas I probably will not see Harem Scarum because that score stinks. Wow, that was terrible. Absolutely.
I didn't even put that record out.
Girls, Girls, Girls has some pretty good tunes on it, as I recall.
Yes, it does.
And
wait, is that what we're watching right now?
No, we're watching something else. Oh, I forget this one. He's on he's on a riverboat. Frankie and Johnny.
Yep.
Okay. Gambling Entertainment.
Got it.
Featuring. They were just throwing anything at Elvis.
At 2 a.m. you will think of it. Yes, I will. I will. Yeah, Girl Happy is my favorite Elvis comedy movie. Yeah, that's a great one.
It's fun. I'd have
I was cloaked by the Romulans. Angie Dickens. I love Angie Dickens.
Oh yeah.
So much. I love Police
Yeah,
Woman.
Now you're talking. Oh, yeah, seriously.
We gotta do a
good show.
Police Woman video. Yeah, King Creole. Yes.
Yeah,
King Creole is great.
King Creole, that was directed by Michael Curtiz.
Yeah.
Like this is like hardcore, real serious. Some people are like, that's their favorite Elvis. It's a real serious picture, and it's got Carolyn Jones is like the gal in that, looking very beatnik, as I recall.
That will be stuck in my head.
Yeah, right. But it's great when he
Clam
got a
Bake. We
chance
just
to rip it up.
had Clam Bake on.
Yeah,
we just have it on Tubi. And it's just playing
E pictures.
I put on Clam Bake, and then it went to Frankie and Johnny.
Yeah.
Thankfully. Because it was playing like there are a million Elvis documentaries on here. I was like, everyone's cashing in.
Oh yeah. Now it's
everyone's
time.
Like, I was Elvis's dental assistant. I'm gonna make a documentary.
Well, I remember when he had that impacted tooth, and it was
Exactly.
it took about 45 minutes to actually like dig it out and go. When it might have been more like 47 minutes, I kind of forget. Maybe it was more like 42. I got it. Could you get to the point? You know, I swear these things,
Cashmere.
and all the people who,
So rude.
all these people who have seen Elvis filling up at the gas station in like 1982, that kind of thing. There he was. It was Elvis. He was alive. It's a perpetual thing. There's always somebody out there to believe the conspiracy. He never died. And I've also heard people who are like, I remember seeing him on his last tour. It's like, there's no way this man is still alive. He was really not in good shape.
Yeah.
He was pushing himself way too hard. The Elvis.
Okay, so the Elvis movie. That's what I was about to say.
Picture from a couple years ago.
I loved it, but let me know what you thought.
Yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly.
It.
I thought it did it very well, and it incorporated actual footage of him from like the final tour.
Oh yes,
he's
Duran
not looking
Duran's
good,
song
but
called "Hallucinating Elvis."
Yeah. They're in tune with that exact thing. Don't they also have a song on one of their albums? I think it's in Madazaland called "We're All in Rehab." They can be honest about their own substance abuse.
What about all those sweaty towels he threw out
Mm-hmm.
in Vegas and the people who have like saved unwashed for years? Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I would have saved it too.
Well, it's all dried out by
Elvis
now. It'll be
sweat.
fine. It'll be fine.
Sweat.
A vial of Elvis's sweat.
And he would like put the lays. Yeah. Anyway.
And he'd kiss the gals in the audience. They were
Or
all
he
going
plays
crazy.
50 versions of Blue Moon. Oh, I love it. Yes, John Taylor did a great book on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Bingo. Well, the price of fame and the trappings of fame, and usually involves a fair amount of substance abuse. John Taylor does a great parody of himself and the Christmas picture, Diva's Christmas Carol.
Diva's Christmas Carol.
Where he's the ghost of Christmas present, and there he is partying next door, and she's like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "Come with me, love." But he does a pretty good Ozzy Osbourne imitation. I gotta
Vanilla
say.
Seltzer. This
works
is not bad.
Works very well. So I got to credit him that. And we saw them live a few years ago now, and honestly, they're really great.
I love that. Paul and his friends tend to do things like that, like
find a lot of versions of songs.
Of a song.
I will get on a jag sometimes where I want to hear a song, and then I'll find 10 other versions, and I'll listen to those too, and I'll just hear the variations and the variations. And if I like the song, that's really great.
Angie, Lisa's saying I love Angie Dickinson and Policewoman. I was so excited when I got Roku and could watch it anytime I wanted.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't thought, oh my God, I love Policewoman so much.
It's actually very well written series, and there's very strong leads.
Elvis was going to do a movie with Barbara Streisand before he died. Oh,
we're talking about A Star Is Born.
Yeah,
he was tapped for that, and I think his management put the kibosh. Yeah, thanks guys. That would have been a good idea, because he would have been playing him doing these things, and it would have been highly appropriate. And he was really into it, and that just kind of got killed. It's really stupid. They just kept pushing him to keep.
Met her when I was a bartender, and she was a sweet young thing. Oh, back from a year of studying friends. I love that.
Oh wow,
that's so sweet.
Oh wow, that's love. That's love. That's the way it goes.
The Elvis movie was a great song. I admit I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it a lot. I thought that it was. And I tell you, I've had problems with that director, but I think he really turned me around with that. It's very vigorous. It took a long time to make this dang thing. His characters really inhabit their roles well.
And then he talked like Elvis for 2 years or something.
Yeah, I think it really it kind of bent his head a bit.
Yeah,
I think he's still coming down from that, but he inhabits the role. All of the characters do this very, very well. And display a lot of the aspects
43 years
of it.
Oh,
what?
No way!
Oh wow!
I love that.
Oh wow! Well, that's love.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
That's love, Mike. That's so cool. It's fantastic. We're still talking Elvis, and of course he's on display behind us. We have plenty of Elvis albums.
That sounded so wrong. He's on display behind us.
He's on display back there somewhere. No, it's the obviously visible E, including such albums as
Oh, he was really excited
Elvis.
about doing it, so I'd like to think he was positive at that time, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
It would have been a great idea, you know?
It would have been incredible.
Pretty good. So this one here, Elvis, simply entitled Elvis, his second album. We actually found a copy of this at our local thrift years ago, easily 10 years ago. And a first press on this. It's actually the black label and everything. It's not in great shape, but I thought, it's Elvis. It's the second album. I'm taking this home.
It's $1.
So I cleaned it up, and I've been playing it, and actually it sounds fine.
Did Paul just get a little choked up?
Yeah, a little. Yeah. Oh, we're just talking about these things. And we're talking about things that could have been and whatnot. And I'm thinking that sometimes you think you should have done that. That would have been a great idea. And it probably
you big softy.
Probably would have helped. I know.
He is.
You know, I get a little sentiment for things like that. You know, during the show last night, they get to the number Little Lamb. I'm like, oh, jeez. You know, but it's a very touching number.
Music and art will save us. It's worth getting choked up about.
Bingo.
You are so correct.
If you're going to get through any BS in your life, music and art will save you. Thank you, Key. I think that's exactly it.
Elvis is everywhere.
RP Mojo.
Love Elvis is everywhere.
Yeah. Oh,
Elvis is everywhere.
The Moj.
Elvis is everybody. Elvis is still the king.
Good old Mojo. I got to say, I remember it was a period of time where he was like running for president, and he
oh, geez. Oh, okay. All right. I'm not getting involved.
So he was behind that not happening. Yeah, damn it, he should have done it anyway.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes these happen, sometimes these don't. Shucks. Other things.
Singing. I did vocalize today.
Yes, this is good. You know,
Audra inspired me.
She might have inspired you to like hit the heights. Curtain up.
No, I vocalized many other days too, but I was like, I'm gonna sing today, and I did.
But you did.
And I did.
And you did.
And I did.
And there we go. And I did.
I think
yes.
Do you have one more in you?
Drinking?
Yeah.
I got an empty glass over here. You think I should do something? Anybody? Should I do something?
I have
surveying the audience.
All right, I'm quoting Catherine Hahn in Bad Moms Christmas. I just had a really dumb idea.
What do you think?
I wonder how this would be with some beer.
I'm not going to do that, but I would do that with some rum. Let's actually
all right, let's do it with some rum. Okay.
That kind of thing.
All right.
So, because we had suggestions to do what you did.
He would have been a Dirty Harry type movie. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How about that?
There is no Michael J. Fox. Exactly. Exactly.
The evil anti-Elvis.
I feel bad saying that now that he's got Parkinson's, but it was true.
He was making a gag.
What can
I tell you? So,
and Michael J. Fox is still here, and
he's still here.
Dead.
Damn it!
But anyway, I love Mojo Nixon so much.
So I'll probably just I'll probably just assemble in glass. I'm just doing a highball kind of thing. I'll put a little ice in here.
Yay! Do something.
Yeah.
All right. I'm thinking of Mojo.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of my favorite Mojo Nixon song.
I ain't gonna urinate in a jar. I
ain't gonna pee in no cup. Unless Nancy Reagan's gonna drink it up. You didn't hear that here.
No.
You didn't hear me. You did not hear me say that.
What can I say?
No, I'm thinking of rum banana cinnamon seltzer. Oh, okay, all right. He has an idea. He's assembling something. Okay, wait.
So assembly required.
Okay, so that was a shot of my banana pudding milk.
Banana pudding milk.
All right. All right, I'm going to write this down. Hold on. Taking it down.
Go.
I'm taking it down. That sounds like something else. Milk, or milk, as Sandra Lee used to say. Keep singing it. Oh, I'm trying to think. Okay. Mojo.
Shot
I
okay.
think my favorite, well, there's so much to love about Mojo Nixon,
No,
but
it's
I
fun.
think my favorite might be, well, there's Steph and Martha's Muffin.
Oh, the classics.
Steph and Martha's Muffin. And there's also,
Hi.
Okay. All right.
All right.
What are you doing?
So I did a shot of Mount Gay. So a shot to shot, 1-to-1, interestingly.
Okay, wait. Amber rum.
Yes.
Okay.
Going to do about 4 dashes of the Angostura cocoa bitters. That's right. Working on sort of banana chocolate thing.
Okay. Is that it?
And I'll take some of that seltzer, the vanilla seltzer, and fill it up. So I'm doing a riff on what you were doing, which actually was an egg cream kind of thing. And this is just
Filling? Ooh.
This is just a type of highball,
Okay.
I think. And I'll take a straw too.
Yeah, hold on. Not vanilla. Vanilla.
Vanilla.
That's something else. Okay. All right. You needed a straw.
I do need a straw. If they're easy to get to. If
They
not,
are.
then I can find one.
I got you a straw right here. I get you a straw right here.
Sounds like a threat. Hi, thank you.
Now think
Okay. Stir gently.
the hell song am I thinking of? Wait. Oh, Elvis reference. I was working in a shop with a postal station and the Elvis stamps came out. Oh yeah. There was a young
yeah.
Elvis and Vegas Elvis. We were wondering which ones would sell more. Okay, which ones sold more?
which ones
Because I
sold more?
wanted the old Elvis. I wanted the Vegas Elvis.
You know, at the time it was just like, you know.
Right. First movie that was rejected by Colonel Tom Parker was
Blue Curacao.
Ah!
Dreams come true when you mix with Blue Curacao.
Young Elvis sold more. That does not surprise me, but I love
We
white jumpsuit Elvis.
we love white jumpsuit Elvis. They call it old fat Elvis, but you know what? He
love white jumpsuit
was
Elvis.
still rocking. He was still doing karate
Rockabilly
moves.
Elvis.
Yeah.
Do the bitters make it less sweet or just enhance? They just enhance.
There's two things actually. They do make it less sweet
I have not tried
when
this, though.
you have something that is basically all sweet things and you want to take the edge off. You can either sour it up with some citrus, or you can add some bitters. And some certain bitters are strong enough that they will totally take that down. But the flavors are there too. That's what the bitters are all about. So I'd say like a combination of the two.
Just thinking of Mr. Boss, I'm so sick. I'm so sick. I got to go to a party at the beach. Do you hear me? Anyway,
Seriously enjoyed that.
Mojo fans will know.
I still have that. It's an EP. It's on clear vinyl, and it's Mojo and Skid, and they are playing all the classics. Burn down the malls.
Oh, burn down the malls.
Burn down the malls.
Burn down the malls.
This is pretty good.
All right, so you got to tell me what you did.
I will be glad to. We need to give it a name too.
We do, but
Yep.
All right, what did you do first?
Okay, the first thing I did was a shot of this business over here, which is the banana pudding milk.
Banana.
Basically, just an extremely thin banana pudding is what we're talking about.
Pudding milk.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay.
Asterisk.
Asterisk.
Yeah.
All right.
You gotta.
No, I know. It's over there. It's over there.
All right. We gotta make sure people can see what it is.
What else? What
anyway,
else?
So the second thing was a shot of amber rum.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, I wrote this down. Where are we rekeying this?
Where did you write it down?
I wrote it down over here. Okay, wait.
Oh yeah. Grab it and go. That's exactly it. You were on top of it.
I was.
Yeah.
Why am I rekeying this?
I can't.
I don't know.
I cannot conceive, sir. So.
All right. Keep talking.
Yes, I will. So that's those parts. It's real simple. It's basically just an egg cream with a shot added to it, which is a common addition to an egg cream. Not when you get it from a place calling it an egg cream, but when people do an adult egg cream, they will throw a shot in.
Yeah.
It's like when they go to Disney and they get a Dole Whip. Some people are just like, "Oh, okay, flask," doop, and give it a dose. Not a bad
All right, we need a name.
idea.
We need a name for this masterpiece, though.
Yeah, you got to think about it.
All right, hold on. Going back to the
Anyway.
podcast. Wait.
Yes.
Okay.
Redstone.
Redstone. Oh my gosh. How is? I'm excited for you.
This sounds like a lot
Fresh
of fun.
bread is amazing.
Good stuff. I like the fact that this is fairly
Lauren is
light.
very early 90s.
They got
I know.
a
I
lot of-
voted for old Elvis. I got to be
Oh yeah,
honest.
I remember
Well,
at the time doing
old.
that. Older.
Vegas Elvis.
Vegas Elvis. Elvis lasted until like 46.
Yeah, the 50s one. I know. All the cool people wanted 70s Elvis. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, this is the one that we remember from when we were young. That's who was touring, and it was the guy in the white jumpsuit, and he was doing karate moves, and he had this huge band behind him, and he
Fat and
had
bloated Elvis. I love fat and bloated Elvis. He's my favorite Elvis.
and he
Banana
had
velvet.
the
I
Sweet
love
Inspirations
that.
behind
Laura,
him.
you named it.
Yep. Oh, there we go.
Banana velvet.
Done.
Banana velvet.
Banana Velvet.
Velvet.
But he had great backup singers. He had a great band. I think James Burton was playing with him.
You have named it.
James Gauricio was his musical director. I think they really made great shows. And then he just all these people were pent up in terms of they hadn't been able to see him
I
live
love
for
all
10
that
years.
Elvi.
So-
I love all the Elvi too. I'm with you.
He made it work for several years. It was really, I always call it you've got the early Elvis period, and then by the 70s, you no longer have Elvis Presley live. You have the Elvis Presley show.
Yes.
That's what you've got. It's like this big bombastic Vegas thing, and he comes out with these he never met an Italian pop song he didn't love.
I
And he
remember
would
Black
do
Velvet.
all of
Yes,
those,
I remember that song.
big over the top things. You don't have to say you love me, that kind of stuff. And I think that's great. He really sold those things. He made them work.
I want to go back to Graceland.
I have a real soft spot for that kind of stuff myself. So
he worked so hard to make certain his backup singers
Yep.
were treated well.
in a period where that was not a given, so I got to credit him for that kind of thing. He was very generous with his fortune later in life. He was always giving away $1,000 here and $1,000 there to whoever needed a little help. Gave away 5 Cadillacs last Christmas, Santa. So obviously a massive success at the time, and by the same token, his manager was taking 60% of his earnings the whole time to fund his gambling debts. The old prick. I tell you, that's displayed in the movie well too. Yeah, I think he needed just a better confidant. Maybe the Memphis Mafia could have stepped in and helped things out there.
He looked good. Yeah, the problem was obviously hereditary. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I love Elvis
bad.
in that period. It's my favorite Elvis.
He was the shows were just awesome.
Might have been medications as well. Yeah.
He was on too many things.
Yeah.
People were just like handing him things like, here, just
White-
take this, take this.
White jumpsuit Elvis is my favorite.
He's kind of awesome, you know.
I really, really want to go back to Graceland.
You
I
know,
want to go back to Graceland.
you just want to hear him sing CC Rider one more time.
I just want to go back to
Graceland.
It's been too long.
Yeah.
In 2 years, it will be 20 years since
Well,
we've been
we
to
could-
Graceland.
We could do a 20-year repeat, you know. It's always possible.
I want to go. And hang out in the jungle room. I know.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, we just stood there like, oh, it's the jungle room.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It was also the TV room. He had the 3 sets. You could watch 3 networks back to
He really
back.
died. I believe he did.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I remember saying one time, I was not a regular viewer, but apparently Apparently he did, because it was on Oprah. She was interviewing Lisa Marie, R.I.P.,
Another one.
and was asking her
Pretty young.
about it. And she was like, oh, yeah, constipation ran in our family. So,
Even without the drugs.
I know. It was like,
Even without the
Lisa Marie,
drugs.
she was just like, the whole thing is so sad.
Oh,
Pack with my maple sugar old fashioned. I love maple. Yeah, maple sugar
sugar
old fashioned. I
old-fashioned.
love it.
Well, maple old fashioned is a good variation. It's simple and it's good.
You're only 3.5 hours away, Colonel Keg.
What?
Oh, wait,
Okay.
where are you? Because we have driven down that way before.
We've done it. It
We
takes us a
have,
couple of
yeah,
days to
yeah,
get
yeah.
down to Tennessee, and then you got to like crack across.
They had a great
To
party
Memphis.
this morning at Grayson. Oh, I love that. I love that.
Awesome.
Oh, I want to go back. I want to go back.
Yeah.
The Memphis Mafia that stepped up to help got
fired.
Yeah. Things were out of control, and I believe it would have worked itself out. Oh.
You know, management, man.
Creed is a horrible thing.
Terrible thing. Well, right about at that point. I don't want
I guess so.
I don't want to end on greed. I want to end on CC Rider. I see what you have done. Yeah. Bang, bang, bang. Yep.
Colonel Keg.
You're funny, Keg. Which means we need to hook up.
We're way overdue for a road trip.
You know,
probably will not happen until
ain't been down that way in a long time, but it's about time.
I know. I'm itching for a road trip.
So, well, I could certainly use a trip. Get out of Dodge.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. But we've had a lot of great talk about E. Watch some Elvis movies. I mean, some of them are really a lot of fun. Listen to a lot of Elvis. There's plenty. There's all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, people remember Elvis and are inspired by him. Yep.
This is the kicker. I think his, like, you know, he from time to time thought he was the luckiest man in the world. It was just like, I've been handed a gift and going with it. Yeah. He kept his faith, but he also kept his friends. And I think that of all the performers out there, he was the one who was going to deliver to the audience. And I think he was an inspiration on performers like Bruce Springsteen, who goes out there and he's just like, I'm going to give you like 3.5 hours. He's going to you're going to totally get your money worth seeing me play. And I think this is the thing. I think that's totally Elvis.
Tree. Brilliant, big-hearted talent he was. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's take care. Well, folks, obviously, you know how to support us, all of you patrons. Mm-hmm. We still have product. We still have the Glenny wine glasses.
I said we're done with our commercial plug for the night.
We're not, because we also have.
I guess I was done with my commercial plug for the night.
Also have the towels. These are wonderful. They're highly absorbent. People have them, love them. If you want such product and that directly helps the show, let us know. And we still have records.
Oh, nice meeting you, rock star.
It's the one thing we have in common with Elvis. We've actually cut something and released on wax. Hello.
Well, I like to think we're good people.
Well, yes,
we try. We try.
No, I'm just saying. So anyway, but those are the things. It's been a fantastic show. We've gotten a lot of great inspiration for future shows. Any other ideas that you have, just send them our way.
Yeah, we love it.
You don't need to wait a week. Just PM us, and we'll work on that, because that's good stuff. It's been fantastic. We have been to some great Broadway within the past 24 hours, which we highly recommend. And I am really exhausted.
25 hours.
And I'm really exhausted now. So it's probably time to go.
I was so tired this morning.
I think I will go.
Woke up and I was like, I gotta go back.
I think I'll go to that couch and conk out for a while. But the fact is, great things will happen next week. I hope
will
that.
They?
Yes, they will.
Okay.
Of course they will. We're doing it. And keep
maybe the Muppets.
Keep yourself sane in the meantime. Any questions, send them our way. And as always,
Pepper Tree and people in California.
Yeah, I haven't heard from Pepper Tree this whole time. So I hope I hope things are doing. We're gonna find out. Because we're gonna be working with Pepper Tree in February on a collaboration episode.
Yes,
which might involve
Elvis
gelatin.
Lives. Exactly.
Might involve gelatin.
Excellent to each other.
As always, remember, folks, no matter where you go and no matter what you do, we will see you soon.
Good night.
Good night.